I'm just
All right,
holding
guys.
myself.
Looks like we are live now with Don, Night Owl Movie Talk, and Matt, Pugwall 316. Hi, guys. How's it going? How's y'all's Friday going?
Good, man. Awesome. Better now I can
Good.
see
How are
your
you?
two lovely faces.
Yeah, man. It's great to finally be off for the weekend. I'm excited. It's going to be a busy weekend, actually, man. Because I know we're doing this today. We'll be with on your channel tomorrow, Matt. And then I guess it was just confirmed I'm going to be doing a live stream with Gareth on Sunday.
Oh wow, you're a 3-day guy.
Yeah, I was like, okay, we're gonna do Revenge of the Nerds, so should be fun.
Is that not what we're doing now? Is this not Revenge of the Nerds?
This is Revenge of the Nerds in the house.
I am pretty much just call me. I can't remember the name of the guys from the Revenge of the Nerds. Name a nerd.
Booger.
Booger. Yeah, I'm that guy. Is that Curtis Armstrong? Is he Booger?
Yeah. That's Curtis Armstrong.
Man. Yeah, that'll be me then, man. Nerds in my hotel.
Or it can be Anthony Edwards.
Oh yeah, he's good, man. Underrated actor.
Yeah. Goose. I mean,
yeah.
Mark Green. Goose,
Mark Green. Yeah.
He's Goose. You know, he's Goose.
Timothy Busfield.
Timothy Busfield.
Yeah,
that sounds like a name
Poindexter.
Poindexter.
Sure.
Yeah, he was the guy with the violin.
And then the little kid is what?
The little kid.
Yeah,
was,
Poindexter looks like Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, okay. I made the joke that he was. I made the joke with my wife that he was the father of Napoleon Dynamite.
I keep freezing up on my end.
Oh, man.
Really, you're freezing up?
I heard about a film today. So I heard about a film today called American. Oh man, Dinner in America, and it reminded me a bit of Napoleon Dynamite, Ghost World kind of thing.
Really?
So yeah, I heard about this film. It came out in 2020, so I'm hot off the press.
Oh wow!
It's like, you heard it here. You heard it here first.
Who directed it, or I mean, who's it by?
So it's a guy called Adam Rechmeyer, and the lead actor is Kyle Gallner. And it's about
These
this
are all
he's like a.
To me.
I'm making it all up. I've made this all up. It doesn't even exist.
This movie's in my head right now.
Yeah, I just made it up. So then he does this thing. No, he's like a punk in a Michigan town, and he's just angry about everything. And it's kind of he meets a girl, and it's kind of a bit like Badlands, but heightened America rather than quite grounded. It sounds quite interesting. I need to check that one out.
Oh, nice.
But you got me thinking.
Hey, Jason's here. Hey, Jason. Thanks for stopping by. How's it going?
The nice one, indeed.
That's where the nice one is.
Mm-hmm.
We've got one.
What about you, Don? Have you seen anything recent? Anything new that you've seen recently?
No, as you might be able to hear in my voice, I've had kind of like a sinus thing going on for like the last week.
Oh no!
So usually that's my time to like catch up on a series or something. It's like, oh, I got like 3 days where I have an excuse to just be in bed. Like, so this is going to be some series to catch up on. And for some reason, I didn't do it this time. I don't know what my problem is. I've just been staring off into space. So
you weren't watching your stories.
Yeah, exactly.
Decompressing.
Mm-hmm. You know, I usually figure like next time I get sick is when I'm going to do Ozark. I'm finally going to crank out Ozark.
I'm going to watch The Wire. I'm going to watch The Wire to the end.
The Wire went through 3 illnesses, and then it was the 4th illness. I finally got The Wire up and running and good. So
I'm a nightmare though. I just stop. I watch like 3 series of a 4-series thing and then stop. And people are like, "Why did you do that? How did you do that?" And I'm like, "It's easy. I just stop." It's like,
yeah, I just quit.
Yeah, The Wire. Never finished it. I watched about 3. Is it 5 seasons? I think I watched 4. Game of Thrones, I didn't watch the last series. Dexter, I didn't watch the last series.
Well, I hear the last series of both of those were bad.
Yeah, the Dexter, I remember not watching the last like 3 seasons, but I saw all the rest before that, so I think I saw the good stuff.
See, man. I was watching a film the other day and I thought about Dexter because the guy from Dexter was in it. The sort of it's the guy from Wrong Turn. I was watching Wrong Turn. It was a first time watch, and it had Jeremy Sisto in it as well. I remember that, and I was like, oh, Jeremy Sisto. And then, spoilers for anyone who's not seen Wrong Turn, Jeremy Sisto dies, and he's the best character in the film. And then the other guy from Dexter, who's like the bland bitch, he stays for the whole film.
The bland bitch. I'm getting new vanity plates ordered tomorrow.
Nice.
That's really mean.
Shirts are coming soon.
I need to find his name.
Shirts.
Oh,
they'll be right after the nun slut shirts.
Yeah, man.
Desmond Harrington. That's the guy who
Hey, Anthony, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by, man.
Anthony.
Yeah,
that was one.
See, Liv is here too. Hey, Liv, how's it going?
Oh, guys, I've got some questions for you. Is that okay?
Of course, man.
Oh my god. Well, I don't know. You're kind of springing them on us. We didn't have time to study or anything.
I didn't. There's no pre.
Wait. Did we agree to this in the pre studio?
It's not. This isn't like an interview or anything. It's like, but there are wrong answers. No. I'm going to ask you about 2 films that I watched recently. If you have any thoughts on them, okay? Just because I watched them kind of at random. So I watched one that everyone talked about. So I told Larry about this before, that everyone talked about last year as like their favorite film of the year. So I watched When Evil Lurks, which I just finished about an hour ago. And the other film I watched is a film from 1985 that I've been holding out. I've not watched until yesterday, which is Runaway Train with John Voight and Eric Roberts. I was wondering if you guys have any thoughts on either of those films, because I didn't think I was going to enjoy it as much as I did, but I really enjoyed Runaway Train. And When Evil Lurks couldn't live up to the hype, I don't think, because everyone has been telling me for months how great it is, and I finally got around to watching it.
I have that all the time with movies where I know it couldn't possibly be as good as all the hype. Like I haven't watched Barbie yet, and I know I'm going to be indifferent to Barbie. I'm not going to love it. I'm not going to hate it, but I feel like I should see it. And the fact that I'm going to have no emotions makes me just like, yeah, it's Barbie.
I'd rather it was shy or amazing. I don't want it to be in the middle. It's like that film, The Lost City, the Sandra Bullock one. I watched that the other night, which is not. And I was like, this is going to be a 2-star film out of 5. This is going to be a bland remake of Romancing the Stone. And it was. Yep. But I watched it, you know.
Although low expectations are awesome. When you watch stuff and you're like, I'll just throw some crap on, whatever. And then it turns out to be good and nobody knows about it. And you get to tell somebody about, have you seen whatever Snapped or something? And they're like, oh, yeah, for sure. It's great. You know,
Sleepaway Camp was one of those for me where I was like, this is going to be terrible. And then I was like, I love this film.
Hey, Kara, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by.
Hi, Kara and Oscar.
Jason saying hi to everybody. Coming in hot with the lightning round. Yeah, pretty much. Like I said, we weren't warned.
We weren't warned at all.
I've got no more questions.
Music or lighting,
Professor.
Professor.
As for myself, I don't think I don't remember Runaway. What was it called again?
Runaway Train.
Runaway Train.
It's it was written by Kurosawa, which is really strange. But
that's odd.
I didn't realize that. And John Voight got nominated for the Oscar for it, and I think Eric Roberts did too. You know.
He
didn't get it for What a Talking Cat. He didn't get nominated for the Oscar for that one. But
the Academy, it's all politics. That's why they didn't grease the right palms.
A talking cat with 2 question marks. You'd like that one, Larry, I think. A talking cat with 2 question marks and an exclamation point, which does slightly anger me.
Question marks and
going back to
talking cat.
Going back to the Barbie thing, I mean,
Yeah,
I'd
sorry.
watch it I would just watch it for the gods, man, because I hear like he steals the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
But
a big
again-
God guy. You're
again,
team
I have-
He's
God.
great.
You know
He
that.
crushes this guy's head in like a lift and just like stamps up and down on his head. It's
Yeah, he
crazy.
drives the Barbie dream car with this white scorpion jacket on. It's people love it.
Sick. It's sick. Sick, man. Sick. Innit?
But as for When Evil Lurks, I really enjoyed that movie. It was one that I was not expecting. I didn't know about. A buddy of mine just told me to check it out because apparently his wife wanted my seal of approval on it. And
Wow.
As she should.
I told him like 15 minutes in, I was like, "Oh, this is really good, man. You know, this and this." And he's like, "Well, don't ruin it for me." And I was like, "Well, you haven't seen it?" And he's like, "No." Why are you telling me to watch it then? And then that's when he told me that, you know, and but no, man. I mean, it's honestly for me. So I didn't go into it with like all the hype and everything like that. I went into it blind. I didn't know anything about it, and I was like pleasantly surprised for it being a possession movie. Again, in my opinion, I feel like it's a possession movie that did something different.
Yeah, that's
And-
true. That's true. It's the best
and-
Argentinian movie I've seen for a while.
And even
Yeah,
just going to the points where like you see something and we briefly talked about this, Matt, the scene with the dog. Like I was thinking, oh man, something's gonna happen, and then all of a sudden it literally, I was thinking here it went over that for me anyway. I mean, I was just like, holy cow, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah. I was worrying about the dog. Like I say, I just switch off if anything bad happens to animals in films. I just can't do it. I would
Is
say
it a foreign language film? Is that a foreign language film?
Yeah.
So you watched it with captions?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's subtitled,
Okay.
but it's
I'm
shot beautifully. I thought it was shot really well.
Yeah, I'm
A lot of
watching the
people-
trailer as we talk. I was unfamiliar with it until now. So yeah, it looks
Watch
like
the whole film while we talk, and you could do
You
like
guys go ahead, you talk.
Yeah, you just watch. Let's see, Kara. I think I will like all the pink and Barbie. Besides that, I don't care that much. Yeah, I think
I liked it. I liked it. Okay.
like I said, I think the guy. I think for me, I'd want to watch it just for the guys. I mean, he's nominated for an Oscar for that film.
Yeah, man.
Well, it's like an important cultural movie. So sometimes I watch stuff just because like the zeitgeist is aware of it. You know what I mean? Like I don't like to be out of the loop as a movie person. So obviously Barbie isn't something for me, but I should feel like I should see it because it's been like part of the pop culture of this year, you know, or last year.
Oh
or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I totally agree. Totally agree.
Hey,
I totally
Nate's
agree
here.
with
How's
that
it
as
going,
well. I totally agree that we are a beautiful panel.
This is
as well.
this right here. This is Nate always gets it. He
I've got the quote for the next episode.
Yeah, yeah. For
Nate's
sure, that's definitely going up there. That and Bland Bitch and
3 bland bitches.
3 bland bitches. That's the new title of the show. This is the last episode of Into House. Join us next week for 3 bland bitches.
Got like a coffee mug with it on.
and like bumper stickers, pillows, everything. We're doing it all. Teespring.
I imagine like a little sun thing on it, you know, like a morning show. 3 bland bitches.
Good morning. Welcome to 3 bland bitches.
We have something over here called Loose Women. I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
I'm very familiar with Loose Women. Oh,
those are everywhere.
Never mind. Yeah, I was confused. I'm sorry.
That's like our The View. The View. It's like The View.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to really rack my brain for that one. But yeah.
Hey, Devious Steve, how's it going?
Hi, Jennifer.
Somebody mentioned Romancing the Stone as being one of their favorite films before, and I think it's an underrated, even though it's been around a long time, it's an underrated film, man. Romancing the Stone, and what was the other one?
Jewel of the Nile.
Jewel of the Nile, man.
Jewel of the Nile.
I remember watching Romancing the Stone as a kid and thinking it was so exciting, even though it's like a quite romancy type of film. And there's a bit where he's driving like a Land Rover through the jungle, and I was like, as a kid, this is so exciting. So I got a cardboard box and sat in it and pretended that I was driving in the in the jungle as well. I mean, I didn't have
Right.
that with the Sandra Bullock one I watched the other night. Ah, can't get a cardboard box that big now.
Who's the Michael Douglas in that one? Is it Channing Tatum or somebody?
Yeah.
There you go.
Brad Pitt's in it briefly. He's good in it. He's funny. Yeah.
He was good
But,
in Bullet Train.
After
Yeah, see, I have a problem with Bullet Train, but no, go ahead, Don. Sorry, what was that?
problem with Bullet Train. I don't want to get in the middle of that fight. After Raiders, they did a bunch of Raiders knockoffs, like King Solomon's Mine, and what's the one with Chuck Norris? And, what's the one with Chuck Norris and Louis Gossett Jr.?
Oh,
I don't remember the name. Isn't it like Quartermain or which one? Which one was the Quartermain one?
Sure. But Alan Quartermain.
Yeah, Alan Quartermain. There you go.
Yeah. They made all those Indiana Jones knockoffs, and I thought Romancing the Stone was the best, like Indiana Jones / romantic comedy. Like it was, your chocolates and my peanut butter kind of thing. You know.
I think as a kid, I probably it went over my head, but there was like, and remember, like with Jewel of the Nile, that gave us When the Going Gets Tough. The tough is.
Is that what Billy Ocean? Billy Ocean. There we go. Yeah.
I had that single, and on the front cover of the single 45 is Danny DeVito and
nice.
Billy Ocean, and they're all in white suits.
Yeah, the white suit.
I remember the video. Yeah, I remember that video.
Danny DeVito in the white suit.
How can I remember that? But I can't remember like literally anything about a film I watched an hour ago.
Oh, exactly. I can recall the dance steps of When the Going Gets Tough, but I had to Google When Evil Lurks. So
wasn't it good when they used to do that though? When they used to have like the actors from the film in the song, so you'd have like Stand By Me, you had the kids, playing the guitars, and Ghostbusters. Also, You Can Call Me Al that's not from the film, but it had Chevy Chase in it.
And I was thinking about that one too when we were doing our little.
It was on the radio the other day, and I was thinking about the bongos and everything.
Yeah, and it's just like
what a time to be alive!
What a time to be alive!
I've got one to show you guys actually that you might think is a bit of a weird one. Movie tie-in 45. I'll be right back.
Nice.
Wow.
Professor, I haven't seen Oppenheimer either. I want to see it though.
Me neither. I hear it's the bomb.
That's funny.
Matt laughing off screen made that. From now on, can we just have that be the show? No Matt, just laugh track off screen.
Right?
I got this.
Oh, you know what?
Oh wow.
I love that song. I have that on my iPod too. It bubbles up and shuffle every now and then. Oh, when things get rough, spies like us.
This was next to it as well for some reason, but yeah.
Oh wow,
that's a good.
Be careful out there. I used to say that to the kids when I was in school. I used to say to the kids like when it was break time or lunchtime, I'd be like, "Hey kids, let's be careful out there." Like only I would know like what I was saying,
You've always been a big Daniel J. Travanti fan.
Oh, massive Travanti head. Yeah.
I'm a Travanti head.
Yeah. He's one of the few people who like dumps his wife and has like a sexy new wife, and he's the hero.
Yeah.
I can't think of many people.
80s. It's the
Care Bear's here.
Of course she is.
Nailed it.
And she loved the gauze, of course, in Barbie. We knew that.
How can you not love the gauze, man? 2049, Drive. That's about it.
Not a big fan of, not a big fan of Only God Forgives. I tried that a couple of times, but
I celebrated his entire catalog. Well, at least two of them.
Half Nelson, Full Nelson.
The Nice Guys is good too.
I still haven't seen The Nice Guys.
Oh man, that one's great. It's hilarious.
Yeah,
I heard it was very good.
That is good. Is it called Full Nelson or Half Nelson that he did a film called? That was good. He plays a teacher in that. I only watch films where people are teachers.
He only watches things named after wrestling holds.
Yeah, Half Nelson.
Suplex, Half Nelson, Figure 4.
That's a good. It's Ryan Fleck and Anna Boden who went on to do some pretty big. They did Captain Marvel. Okay, some people might not like that, but
here.
Yeah, I don't want to get anybody. I don't want people fighting me over it. Like honestly, I'll cheat as soon as somebody says the word woke. I'm leaving. Like, I gotta like click. Let's just chill out, man. Three blind
Oh, look,
bitches.
Kara likes you here at on
Thank
the show,
you.
man.
I like being here. These are
3 blind bitches.
two of my favorite blind bitches.
That's what I noticed because of my crappy sinuses. I think Carrie changed it to 3 glam bitches, and that works for us 3 too. We're either way, really.
3 glam bitches. Yeah, I like that too.
We're the glammest bland bitches anyone's ever seen. That's
Well, like glam rock.
I don't have the hair, man.
Yeah, like are we talking like glam rock, like makeup and
yeah? I'm not putting any of that product in my beard. I'm not getting a permed beard or anything.
Did glam rock make it to America, or was it just David Bowie and the rest stayed over here?
No, we had like the New York Dolls and
okay.
But then in the 80s, like a lot of our heavy metal bands had like kind of a like Poison and Motley Crue had like an androgynous Cinderella.
Twisted Sister.
Yeah, the big hair. They kind of dressed like women to piss off the squares. Yeah.
Take that, squares.
Take that, squares.
Yeah.
Well, I like how he had all the Dee Snider had all the makeup, but then he had the football shoulder pads.
I've seen them. I saw them in Manchester. I saw Twisted Sister. They were supported by Hanoi Rocks.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Nice. And the next week I went to see the Scorpions, and they were supporting Judas Priest.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
yeah. That was a good 2 weeks.
Breaking the law.
Man, see, even Carrie knows. She knows Billy Ocean. Nice.
Yeah. Oh, that is a good one. Caribbean Queen as well.
Caribbean Queen. That's another
Caribbean
good one.
Queen. Yeah. Was that Get Out of My Dreams, Get Into My Car? Was that him?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Was that him? Because I love that song, man. I love that movie.
Get out of my dreams. Get into my car.
Get out of my dreams. Get into my car.
Get out of my car. Get into my dreams.
So what movie was that from?
Which one?
Or what I mean, okay, so I'm sure
was that License to Drive?
There it is.
I've not seen that. Is that the Coreys?
Yeah, it's the Coreys and a very young Heather Graham.
I like the Coreys.
I do remember Tales of the Gold Monkey, Mr. Dan. It was a total Raiders of the Lost rip off. Like they took the prologue of Raiders of the Lost Ark with the golden whatever the relic that he has to do the hand switch with the sandbag, and they just made like a whole show out of it.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
I never saw that. Interesting.
I've seen Avocado Jungle, one with Bill Maher or whatever he's called. Maya.
Cannibal Women in the Avocado Jungle of Death.
Yeah. I like Avocado.
Avocado Jungle of Death.
Yeah. It's basically the same plot as what is it like Evil Bong or Ginger Dead Man? One of them in part 2, they go to some island and there's just a bunch of like bikini women running around. The Avocado Jungle of Death is the same type of deal. It's just 80s schlock excuse to have girls bouncing.
Yeah,
Bill Maher bouncing. No. Bill Maher. How come I can't say his name? Am I too English?
I don't know. I like your mispronunciations all better. Bill Maher.
Bill Maher.
John Mayer.
Mahar?
Is that John Mayer's cousin?
I don't have any. Isn't there a series of children's books about an elephant named Babar?
Yeah, there was. Yeah, I think it's Scandinavian. Yeah.
Hey, Lady J, thanks for stopping by. How you doing?
Lady J's my favorite Italian. My favorite Italian cook. Hey, you keep it down, Carrie. Trying to glam up these bland bitches. I see how you are.
Who's doing that? Who's trying to do that?
Are y'all gonna watch anything tonight, guys? Y'all planning to watch anything tonight?
Ooh,
I know we're doing Videodrome tomorrow.
Yeah, I watched the documentary before it came over. It was a 3-hour documentary, and I had to stop because we were starting this. It's all about folk horror. It's called Woodland's Darkened Days Bewitched: A History of Folk Horror, and it was fun. It was interesting.
But where's that playing?
It's free on Amazon Prime at the moment. It was on Shudder. Yeah,
a 3
and there's a
hour
big
documentary. Huh.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
long. I was definitely with it for the first 2 hours.
After those 2 hours, you're like, okay.
Well, it was all the first
Yeah.
couple of hours are like are all about films I know. So it was like Witchfinder General and Blood on Satan's Claw and films like that are kind of traditional folk horrors that I know. And then it goes into like this one from Belarus, and I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey Jay, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by, man. Good to see you. Long time no see. Oh man, got Russell. Russell TX is here.
Nice.
Texas
man.
Russell. I call him Texas
Yeah.
Russell because there's 2 Russells. So Texas Russell, how's
Yeah.
it going, man? Thanks for stopping by.
I still didn't get an answer from you guys if you have any thoughts on Runaway Train. So you've not seen it, Larry?
I don't recall it.
I think you'd like it.
Okay.
I saw it at the time. I don't think I've seen it since. It did run together. The 80s had a lot of movies like Silver Streak was one with Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor. There was a lot of like fast train movies in the 80s. I don't know, maybe after what was the Jamie Lee Curtis one?
Terror Train.
Yeah.
Terror Train. I don't know. There was just a whole bunch of like movies set on trains then, and a lot of them ran together for me. Even the end of Trading Places is on a train. Well, right before that.
I like train films. That's why I was so disappointed with Bullet Train. I was expecting it to be amazing. I really thought it was going to be good, and man, it was just for me. It just tried so hard. It was just such a try hard film. Just didn't. Whereas the idea of it I liked, and then some of the actors I liked, but I sat there just sighing in the cinema, and I was in the cinema on my own as well, so I could just sigh as loud as I wanted. There was nobody else.
You weren't gonna get a shh.
Yeah. Oh no, there was one old lady at the front, which was quite funny. Just like really old lady. Right at the front.
She was a big White Men Can't Jump fan, and she just wanted to see another Woody and Wesley movie. So,
Oh, Money Train?
Oh, Money Train. Yeah,
Money Train. Yeah.
Money Train. Yeah. Gareth, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by.
There's a remake of Money Train too.
Is there?
I've not seen it. Yeah, I've not seen it. It's Jack Harlow.
Huh.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
that's messed up.
No, not Money Train. No, White Man Can't Jump.
White Man Can't Jump.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Wasn't Jack Harlow and White Man Can't Jump? Is he just stealing Woody Harrelson's career?
Yeah. Next thing you're going to tell me there's a Wildcats.
He's just remaking Woody Harrelson movies.
He's doing all of them.
Yeah, he's doing the Jack new Cheers
Harlow,
reboot
and I
as
would
well.
like to encourage you to see The People versus Larry Flint.
Indecent Proposal.
Yeah, he's going to do Cheers and Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre is going to be Sam Malone. So check that one out.
I'm in.
I'll watch that.
Take my money.
It's a rap version of Cheers. Diane is Nicki Minaj. So yeah.
Oh my god. Megan Thee Stallion or whatever.
Yeah, she's the Carla.
She's the Carla.
Role. Yeah, the real permanent role is Megan Thee Stallion. Yeah.
Yeah, Eminem is Frasier, which is a bit of a crazy choice, but yeah.
I believe it.
And Frasier was in Money Plane, which brings it all back together.
Back to planes and trains and automobiles. We talked about Drive as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. See, it's all.
We bring it all together. That's the whole point.
Bring it all together, man.
We don't like to leave
favorite films, guys, in the comments. Favorite films with planes, trains, or automobiles in them that isn't planes, trains, or automobiles,
or it doesn't have John Candy or Steve Martin, which that'll probably be easy.
Or Jack Harlow.
Oh, Jack Harlow. Oh, it's going to be hard to find a film.
That's going to be hard. Ooh, you really limited us with that one.
Yeah, he's in a lot of films, a lot of great films.
That's cool, man. Everybody's like here saying hi to everybody.
Hi, look at this, like a meetup.
Yeah,
that's what I like. As we mentioned on last week's episode, the old meetup was with Rob's vintage video. So since Rob's taking a break, we wanted to make sure we kept the clubhouse open. So So I'm glad folks are dropping by to hang out.
Yeah, for sure. The Grouse was a great trailer that made it seem like best out movie. Yeah, I didn't after La La Land, or no, after The Notebook, I was kind of like, really, the guys, and then a buddy of mine said, no man, you have to see it, and then so he forced me to watch it, and I was like, holy cow, man! Just that whole scene where he stomps that dude's head in, and it's like that the thing with the hammer when he walks into that gentleman's club. I'm like, holy cow, man! It's like he's a boss, man. So when I saw him for Blade Runner 2049, I was like, all right, yeah, I can see that.
You're on board.
I'm fine with that.
Drive definitely made me more, because he's like the handsome pretty boy type. So it seems like you're not going to like him. But then when you watch Drive and then you see the Blade Runner 2049 and stuff, and I still haven't seen what's it called, like the something Pines, Behind the Pines.
Oh, that is good. Place Beyond the Pines. I'm like that, but it hasn't aged very well. I think it was just on the wave of Drive and that kind of thing. But I tell you what is underrated is that he's the one he wrote, which the name escapes me. It's so good.
That one
that he wrote.
One that he wrote. It was so good. I can't remember the name.
The play what I wrote. Oh man, what is it called? I'm desperately going through his back catalogue. Oh, pardon. Let's have a look.
What about you, Don? Did you like the Runaway Train?
Lost River. That's the one.
The Eric Roberts, John Voight one he's talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I said, I remember it from when I was a kid, and I do remember it being like a big deal because that was right at the height of like the VHS, where you would get your 3 from the video store, and I remember it being one of the ones that I watched and dug. But like I don't think I've even watched it probably since the 1990s or whatever.
I thought you were going to say it was right at the height of Voight mania.
Well, yeah, Voightomania was running wild, brother.
Was it like, he's a bit like really over the top in that he's really angry all the way through it, and he's got like a strong accent, and so is Eric Roberts. They're both like to the max, but it works because they have to shout because they're on a train. So like they have to hear, if they talk quietly, you wouldn't be able to hear what they were saying.
The one thing I have to say though, isn't Voight mad in all of his films?
That's true, man. Yeah, I think he's mad in real life.
He's a very angry person. Well, to me, the ultimate Voight awful, insane role is Anaconda, when he's got like the weird accent and the ponytail and the scar. Like he's off Anaconda there.
Yeah. My Anaconda don't. Hey, Caveman, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by, man. Thanks so much.
Hey, guys,
they needed that in that movie, man. It would have made it Oscar worthy. Would have cleaned up at the Oscars for sure.
Oh, they could have had actually, Julian Nowell's not bad, man. I can't remember anything about it other than Danny DeVito being amazing. But he's amazing in everything, isn't he? Is Danny DeVito bad in anything?
I never saw Junior, so I don't know.
Yeah, I bet
Junior's not bad. I actually like Danny DeVito is one of the most underrated directors of all time.
Yeah,
like if you go through and you watch the stuff he directed, like Hoffa, but even like Death to Smoochie, which most people think is like the worst movie ever, it's a really well directed movie. Like it's questionably, I enjoy it. Most people don't.
I love that movie.
But directing wise, it's shot perfectly. The transitions are all real smooth. It flows. Like I dig it.
Is the one called The Super that he did? I seem to remember liking that one. Was it called The Super? He was like a guy.
Did he do
with Joe Pesci?
Oh man, I'm getting it mixed up with another film. Oh man.
No, The Super was the other one wasn't that with with the guy from The Office?
Oh man, no, that's just Super.
That's Super.
Yeah, that's just Super. It's amazing.
The Super, I think, was Joe Pesci moves into a tenement. Like he's a slumlord, and they make him live in his own building. So then, like, he's out playing basketball with the guys in New York, and it's
Oh
Joe
yeah, I
Pesci.
do remember that one. Yeah,
I do like that
one.
film, and I think because they're both short guys, I was like, yeah, same guy.
That's actually what I thought was happening there. You were confusing your tiny people.
Yeah, I was like, was that Peter Dinklage in that one?
Oh man, you're gonna get us canceled. See, episode 2.
Yeah,
Matt's gonna get us
exactly.
canceled,
Episode 2, we're getting canceled.
I don't think that's a bad thing to say. But then I would because I said it.
Oh, that's a hot take, Kara.
Wow,
that's a hot take.
Yeah,
Feldman has stood the test of time.
They were both good. Well, yeah, I mean,
Feldman stood. Larry, don't give me that look. Don't you give me that look, Larry.
In the sense, what, that he's still alive?
See,
I'm gonna pinch your cheek. Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Longevity helps. If you just outlive your opponent, you win.
You win.
That's my plan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't want to be the best YouTuber. I just want to outlive all of you all. That's my plan.
Just everybody I meet, I'm like, you're winning now, but
yeah, exactly.
But a few years, I might still be here. And
yes, you are far more wealthy, successful, and good looking. But I'm planning on living longer. So
yeah,
we're gonna take this one. We're gonna go out to deep water with you, buddy.
Yeah, Jay Goonies. He's great in Goonies.
I think Corey Haim is underrated though, in the sense he like Rudy. Was it? Yeah, Rudy and
no, Lucas.
Lucas. I always get those two. Oh man, it's not my night for remembering the name of the film.
It was a long day. It was a long day, Matt.
What is it? 5:30 in the morning now?
10
How long have we been doing this? 3 hours?
Yeah, it's been days. Larry was clean shaven when we started.
Jeez.
That was about a good.
But Haim was in Silver Bullet, and you got to give him that. And Haim also he was the lead of License to Drive. Feldman was the second banana in that one. So
Prayer of the Roller Boys.
Prayer of the Roller Boys. There you go.
See, other people that have actually seen it. Nice.
Yeah, I got the poster of Prayer of the Roller Boys.
What?
It was in a magazine. It was free with a magazine.
I love that they were like, you know what? Rollerblading is taking the nation by storm, and we feel like it's going to be the roller skating of the future. So let's make a roller skating future movie.
You can see why they did that.
Well, just let the money roll in.
Yeah, it's just like back up the dump truck and just dump it on our lawn. We'll just pick it up ourselves.
I was trying to remember the film that I was trying to about Danny DeVito, and then it turns out Danny DeVito. Oh no, we talked about that. I thought it said here that on IMDb that he directed When the Going Gets Tough, the Tough Gets Going, but no, he was just in it.
Oh, I thought he might have directed the video. I thought there was a chance.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
I think I was thinking that
little factoid.
Yeah, well, let's just say he did. He's an incredible Renaissance Man. That's a good film. It's like underrated film as well.
Hey Cal, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by, man.
Look at Cal speaking your language.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. Feldman's in Gremlins too.
Yeah, that too.
He's a great singer.
Oh, Kara and Oscar have shut down the debate. We're done with this one. I'm sorry. Although
he came out of the gate well, didn't he, Corey Feldman? He came out of the gate with some amazing films, and yeah.
I mean, come on, Lost Boys, man.
Yeah,
but they were both in that.
Corey Haim's amazing in Lost Boys too.
I think
he's not got the voice.
I think Feldman was the better little kid actor, like when they were younger and he had the chubby cheeks and stuff. But then when they got to be teenagers, I think Haim kind of overtook him.
That's an excellent way of I totally agree. Also, he did like Corey Haim did like when he was getting on a bit, getting a bit older, he did one where he was like a teenage version of Die Hard. That's not as bad as something high and then something college. I'm trying to remember what it was all about, but they're watchable. He's quite charismatic and he's quite fun, considering the amount of people that have made Die Hard ripoffs who are not. He did a pretty good job.
What's the one with Corey Haim and Cynthia Rothrock, and the dad's like a bank robber? And
Oh, that's Oh my god, man, I know that one because I remember seeing that. The was it The Getaway?
yeah, Fast Getaway something. I don't remember.
No, it
Someone in the
wasn't The
chat.
Getaway. It was like it was.
It
Man, I
wasn't
knew
The
it.
Getaway. That's a different one. Yeah,
No,
but
that's
Fast
that's
Getaway maybe. Oh, something.
Ah,
But yeah,
okay. Demolition High and Demolition University.
oh
So
wow,
people
he
forget
graduated. He moved
he
up.
graduated
Higher
to
education.
Demolition. Yeah.
Demolition University. So he
It's got a
destroyed
strong,
high school and then he destroyed college.
pretty much.
Yeah.
It's got a good strong 3.7 out of 10 on IMDb. So
Solid 3.7. Huh?
yeah.
It's Dr. Haim, please. I didn't intend 4 years of Demolition University to be called Mr. Haim.
Yeah,
Check that one out, guys.
Jason's doing. Y'all have to check that out too. Jason's doing Parenthood tonight. That's a good movie. Steve Martin,
Oh.
see, bringing it all back to Trains, Planes, and Automobiles, man.
Yeah.
It always goes back to planes, trains, and automobiles.
Yeah,
I've got
Rick
painting
Moranis.
Yeah.
Parenthood was good because it was very it wasn't a very broad comedy. Like Steve Martin and Rick Moranis both are like they're not as silly as they are in their usual roles. So it feels a more grounded film.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's more of a grounded comedy. I mean, honestly, if you think about it, there's nothing really except for, but I mean, it's Steve Martin daydreaming of all the crazy stuff, like when his son is, "You made me play second base," and his son is like shooting people from a tower.
Yeah.
You know, like that stuff. That's just a parent being, like crazy about their kid.
Is Parenthood the one with Keanu Reeves in it, or am I thinking of something else?
Yep. Yeah, he's in that too.
He's a cameo.
Ah, okay.
Haim had better hair. Case closed, Kara says.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Did he? Because I mean, he had that. Feldman had those long locks, man.
He had the spiky hair.
He was also in another one that I always remember having a good time watching was Rock and Roll High School Forever.
Oh yeah, with the Ramones. Yeah. Or was that just regular Rock and Roll High School?
That's just regular.
No, that was just regular.
Not
Okay,
forever.
Yeah. Who was in Forever? Wasn't there?
It was Feldman. I don't remember. I just remember like certain parts of like the detention people or the people that were like the strict people, like I think the main disciplinarian was like, her name was Vader or something. I can't remember. I barely remember.
Yeah.
I've seen that movie so long ago, but I always remember there's certain scenes where they were like, "Oh, we're gonna do random drug testing," and then they pee into a jar, but it's not them peeing. It's actually like apple juice, and they start drinking the apple juice. It's like, wait, this isn't my pee, and then they start passing around. Yeah, it's like
seen this film.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
The guy from MASH is in it. Larry Linville.
Like when I think MASH, I think Larry Linville.
Frank. It's TV's Frank.
Yeah.
TV's Frank.
Yeah, Fairface.
Well, the other TV's Frank. It's a film I've never heard of. Rock and Roll High School Forever.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Is that Sybil Danning in that?
It's Mary Warnov.
There you go, Mary Warnos. Yeah, okay.
And Evan Richards, don't know who that is. Jason Lively. Seems like a peppy name.
I was going to say, a very lively name.
I wonder if she's related to Blake.
Yeah.
Stephen Ho. Got nothing.
Make your own jokes at home. Yeah.
Louis Arquette. Louis Arquette's in it.
Yeah, for me the main draw was like Feldman in that one. I was just like,
Corey Feldman's in it. He plays Jesse Davis, but he's spelling Jesse like Jesse, which is like a different take on Jesse. Yeah, man. 1991. Yeah. Get with the times.
Mm-hmm. It's short for Jessica.
Jessica, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's the cool kid. God, nobody ever makes fun of him being called Jessica. It's never mentioned.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, it's a remake.
It's a remake of the 70s, so that would explain why Kurosawa wrote it.
Oh, okay. I'm getting my Bullet Train. I'm getting my Runaway Train.
Runaway Train,
I'm getting
my
Runaway Train.
all the
I'm getting the whole thing.
Yeah,
don't get us canceled by Soul Asylum, even though they're
Soul Asylum. I was gonna say Soundgarden. Damn it, yeah, Soul Asylum.
Oh, was that Soul Asylum? I know the song, but I can never remember who sings it. It certainly wasn't me. Yeah.
What are you
I watched
drinking?
Hatchet 3, guys, as well. Any thoughts on the Hatchet series?
The first one's really good.
Yeah, I was gonna say I enjoyed the first one because it was a fun homage, but I think it wasn't quite. It fell in a weird area of like not quite silly enough, but at the same time, if they sillied it up, it maybe would lose everything. So they walked a fine line of like homage. Like, there's nothing about it that's terrifying. I don't know who watches, Hatchet 1 and is like, I was scared to go in the woods or whatever. So it's, but if they would have made it too silly, it would have been worthless. So I don't know. It kind of walked a fine line of where to be.
I feel like I want you to write all my little one-line reviews for films, because that's exactly what I think, Don, about those films.
Yeah.
I feel exactly the same.
What's that one? Leslie Vernon, the Behind the Mask or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Like that is clearly a comedy, but then something like Wrong Turn is more clearly a horror. But then like Hatchet lives somewhere in between those two worlds. It's kind of fun, but it's not funny, but it's not horrifying. I don't know. I've only seen the first two. I never saw 3 and. What's the
3 was the Danielle Harris show and Zach Galligan. And
well, that sounds like something I would enjoy.
Yeah, I thought so too, but no.
Then what? Victor Crowley is the 4th one.
I think that's the prequel, right, or something.
Yeah, the third one is is written by Adam Green, but not directed by him. And then Victor Crowley, he comes back. He's kind of, for me, it's like the prototype of how Terrifier got made. It's like that kind of, we'll make this film a film that references all the films I loved as a kid and ignores what's going on in other films at the time. And we'll just make this, and people will watch it because they're just like me. They're horror fans too. And then people embraced it. And I think what Damien Leone's learned is like the best ways of marketing it from the things that Adam Green maybe struggled with. And I think he's kind of reaped the benefits of the success of the Hatchet films with what he's done. So it's quite interesting. I think I may have got that from a podcast that I heard Adam Green talking on, and I found it really interesting. And how he was,
When I'm a big Star Trek II Wrath of Khan fan, so I've seen that movie a million times, but I've also watched the commentary, the Nicholas Meyer commentary track for it a bunch of times as well. For some reason, that one soothes me. I don't know. It's a good background noise. And in there, he talks about how when he came onto the project, there were like 4 or 5 scripts floating around, and they all had different like main themes. Like one of the themes was Kirk has a son, and one of them was like the Genesis Project, and one of the themes was Spock dies. And so he went and took all the main bullet points from all the different scripts and put them all together and made one script. And sometimes I watch movies and I feel like that's what I'm watching. Like they just went through and did like that like cluster thing you do in high school where you just write ideas and then you figure out a way to get them all to work together. And that's kind of what Hatchet reminded me of. It's like, here's 15 things we want in this movie, and we're going to figure out a way to get these 15 things in there.
And the actors as well. Like we want actors that I really, watched a lot when I was a kid and things like that. They wanted to get them in it. It's like, we need to get Tony Todd in there. We need to get Robert Englund in there. We need to get all these people, which is really cool for horror fans. It's like a film for horror fans, like playing Where's Wally or Where's Waldo. Isn't it weird you saying that though about Star Trek 2, that it's almost a perfect film. It's definitely for me the best in the series. It's an incredible film. The fact that that got made that way and is that good is an absolute miracle.
Yeah. Well, Nicholas Meyer was a writer. He had written a best-selling book. That's how he got the job. So when he took all these other scripts, it was like he said Shatner was really determined to be a father, and Leonard Nimoy really wanted to die. So in all these different things, like the Savick character was in one of the rando scripts, and they were like, "We like her, bring her in, get her in this story." So yeah, I feel like sometimes when I watch movies, you can see like 8 or 9 important things that had to happen in this movie, and we'll just figure it out from there.
Yeah, man. I'll be right back, guys. So y'all.
Oh no, is Switch okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I might let her in. I'm gonna go check on her real quick.
Okay.
There's some noise, so I'll be back, guys.
That's all right.
Well, I think this would be a good time for you and I to advertise our adventure tomorrow with Larry. We're all going to be watching Videodrome on Match Channel. Although I believe I'm simulcasting it on mine as well.
Yeah,
I think I stole it from you. Yeah,
watch it on both channels. Yeah, buy another device and watch it on both. But also, the good thing about this is it's the official start to my Cronenberg season. So once that one's done, I've done like a little mini documentary essay about Crash. I always call it Drive. Crash. I don't do that in the documentary. Don't worry.
Drive is the prequel to Crash.
Yeah, it kind of is. It kind of. You're not wrong. And then I'm doing about 3 or 4 other watch-alongs or watch parties or whatever you want to call them of some other Cronenberg films, mainly because he scared me so much as a child when I caught a glimpse of Videodrome when I shouldn't have done, when I was far too young, and I stayed away from him because of that, and now I'm confronting him.
Videodrome is not a horror movie for little kids. And I don't mean that like I would say Terrifier is not a horror movie for little kids because it's gross and scary. But I don't think Videodrome makes sense to a child. Like, I don't think they could follow the plot or the idea of, the new flesh and all these crazy like homeless people and all the stuff that's going on in it. Like, I think the story is too convoluted. The Fly is a movie a child can follow. Like, you can show that to an 8 or a 9-year-old, but I don't think Videodrome.
The Fly 2 would be a hard one for a kid to watch because the poor doggy.
Yeah, the dog scene.
Yeah, that's
but like, have you seen Existenz yet, or Existence, or however the hell you say that one?
I've not seen that.
That's another Cronenberg one. I don't think translates to children. Like, I think you have to have a more like, if you're a person who can read a book and derive a story from it, like you actually have to be able to understand things.
Well, here I've got a question for you. You're a learned man, or learn. There's a film that I watched as a child that terrified me, confused me, and was burned into my brain. So I can only remember things that happened in it, but I can't remember which film. It might be a Cronenberg film, and it might be one you've seen. So in the film, there's doctors and nurses and lots of white-coated people, and there's an ejaculation scene where it's bright white and bright red semen, I guess is the word.
Yeah, go ahead. Keep talking it out, Matt. Mm-hmm. I'm enjoying you floundering.
And that I literally I couldn't think of how to describe what was happening because it's such a weird. But I saw maybe 10-15 minutes of this as a kid, and I was just like, this is so freaky. And I think there's blood involved. And I was wondering if it's Dead Ringers.
I was going to say it might be Dead Ringers with Jeremy Irons.
Yeah.
Because that's got like a whole like surgery kind of thing. And he's real big on the use of red in that film. Like there's a lot of like just red walls. I think even or maybe the hospital outfits are maybe even red. I don't recall. Like the surgery outfits.
It could be that, man.
I think they just remade Dead Ringers.
Yeah, they made it into a series, didn't they? I think.
Yeah, and I was intrigued by that.
With 2 sisters instead of 2 brothers.
Yeah, that's kind of the modern way to do it.
And I think it's the same actress playing both of them, isn't it?
Yeah, because isn't that what Jeremy Irons, I believe, did in Dead
Oh, of
Ringers?
course. Yeah. For some reason, I was thinking of Brideshead Revisited, where there's the two guys who look really similar. But with Jeremy Irons and Anthony somebody or other. Is it Anthony? Oh,
But
geez.
also, isn't are you familiar with Reanimator?
Yeah, man, it's one of my favorites. Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, isn't Cronenberg? Doesn't he have an appearance in that? Isn't he like a cameo? I was gonna say. I'm trying to remember.
He's in. He's the doctor in Clive Barker film. That name escapes me. He's the psychiatrist in the Clive Barker film. That is the one with all the kind of like X-Men essentially. They're what's it called? The Clive Barker film where they're all mutants and
Nightbreed.
Nightbreed, thank you.
Nightbreed,
yeah, he's the doctor, but also I mean, I'm sure he plays a doctor in something else. But I feel like the best way to sum him up is like he's like the gynecologist of horror, in the sense of
the gynecologist of horror. That's going on his business card for sure.
It's because he's so well, I'd imagine it's so uncomfortable and clinical, but he's in those areas that people are interested in. So that's where I got that from, I guess. But yeah, it's a strange one. Maybe I won't stick with that as a tagline for the season. Hey guys, do you like gynecologists?
He was also in Extreme Measures in a cameo too. I see. He played the hospital lawyer.
Good.
Interesting.
He's in Nightbreed. He's essentially the main villain, isn't he?
Yeah, when he turns up. Yeah. Yeah, I see he was in The Stupids. He was in Jason X. I forgot.
He's very of course. He's very discerning in what he acts in.
Yeah, I know he's often works with his friends, like the other directors he's buddies with. They're like, hey,
of course, Jason X is Canadian made, isn't it?
There we go. I
like Jason X, man. I've got nothing bad to say about Jason X. It's a fun time.
Well, let's see here. We're gonna it won't let me.
Oh, Professor McGarver was saying about Jason X as well.
Yeah, Jason X. I was gonna say I knew he was in some. I knew he had a series of cameos in films. For some reason, I was thinking he was in Reanimator, but that must be somebody else. That movie's got a lot of pale guys with high cheekbones.
The OBGYN of horror. I like it. Yeah.
And I see in The Fly, David Cronenberg's cameo was as a gynecologist. So
okay.
So now we're all tying it together once again.
Right. That makes sense now.
It was just speculation.
I'm looking through Clive Barker films thinking, why is he not mentioning David Cronenberg? And then I was like, oh yeah, because it's just that one film. Yeah, so that's the plan, and the Crash stuff. People seem really interested in talking about Crash. I did quite a lot of research into it and read quite a lot about it because it was a bigger scandal over here than it was in America. In America, it was mainly Ted Turner that was the most vocal about it, but sadly, he was the guy that owned the rights to the distribution. And yeah, and also Francis Ford Coppola hated it as well. He refused to shake Cronenberg's hand when they basically made up an award to give him at Cannes Film Festival, like daring and I don't know, called like daring and something else. I can't remember what it was called. And Coppola was supposed to give him the award, and he wouldn't hand it to him.
What a ass! It's like,
yeah,
hey, settle down.
Yeah, it's like
Coppola's an interesting character. Like he's so good in the 70s with Godfather and Apocalypse Now and all that, and then by the time the 80s rolls around, he just kind of fizzles out. He had a moment in time where he was the best, and then he just kind of like faded to the back of the pack at some point.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
I guess that's what a lot of these guys are like, full of vim and vigor when they're all like sitting around together and egging each other on and taking loads of coke, and then they're just like wiped out by the time they get to about 1986.
I think that's probably why Spielberg like kind of reigned supreme, is he probably didn't get wrapped up in the coke and all that like them other guys.
Yeah, yeah. He was like, he was just seen as a bit of a geek, wasn't he, as well? Because like they were so mean to him on Jaws, like all the crew and everyone, and he just had to run away because they were planning on like throwing him in the water at the end, and he had to escape because they were just bullying him.
Wow,
but you wouldn't get that
wasn't
with the
he
other
way
guys.
young then too? Wasn't he like 21 or 22 or something? So he's probably bossing people around, and they're like, this twerpy guy, let's just throw him overboard.
We'll never hear him again.
Yeah, exactly. No one's gonna remember Steven Spielberg or whatever his name is.
Because Jewel's an amazing film as well. Like Jewel is one of those that keeps coming back into your head, and you go, oh yeah, Jewel's great. Jewel's a great film, and then you forget about it for 10 years, and then you're like, oh, Jewel's great. Jewel's a great film. Dennis Weaver, and it's not like it had like a big star in it or anything. It was just the truck is the star of that film.
Yeah, Duel for made for TV, it was like excellent when it first came out. Like even now when you watch it with the commercials cut out and stuff, it plays.
Yeah, man, it's great. It's like I wonder if they got the idea for The Hitcher or something like that from watching Jewel.
There's a lot of movies that kind of copy that same thing. There's oh god, I think it's called like Nightmares or something. There's like an anthology horror movie, and there's a segment with a evil car.
What's the one with Steve Zahn in it? That's where they're being chased by a car as well.
Oh, Joyride, I think maybe.
Yeah, he's an underrated actor, man. I like Steve Zahn.
They tried to make him a thing for a minute. We had about like a year where Steven Zahn could just do whatever he wanted, and then after that, they were like, "All right, we tried. You're done."
We put him in. They put him in like I put a DVD in for the kids to watch one night. It was like a wet playtime, and they couldn't go outside. And I put on the thing. And he turned out he was Diary of a Wimpy Kid. He's his dad. He's the dad of the Wimpy Kid. So that's what he's doing now.
Yeah, we're at that age now where I see like Michael Cera plays like the dad roles and stuff. Like he's in commercials here, and it's like Michael Cera's a dad.
No way.
I don't know how I feel about
George
this.
Michael. No way.
Yet, what did I see the other day? Oh God, what's that? Julia Roberts. I don't want to live on this planet anymore. What the hell it's called? The Netflix one. Oh God, I can't think of it. Her and Idris Elba, or no, not Idris Elba. God, I can't think of it. The guy from Moonlight. But it's on Netflix. And it was like a big deal. And Julia Roberts is still playing the mom and things. And it's like eventually she's gonna have to be a grandma and stuff. I mean,
well, I thought that about Sandra Bullock. I was like, actually, if you think like what is it, Renée Zellweger and Meg Ryan and they've kind of gone I'd imagine, I don't want to judge, but they've gone the kind of change their looks route, and she hasn't. Yeah. And Sandra Bullock's doing okay, man. She's still playing. She's playing the love interest for Channing Tatum, who's probably, still in his prime. I don't know.
I thought that when that movie came out, that was an interesting connection. You know what I mean? It seemed more like they were getting by on name power than actual compatibility. I was curious how their chemistry was.
Yeah, he was a bit pathetic in it. His character was like a bit pathetic, and I was a bit like, I don't know what, because in Romancing the Stone, there's like sparks fly and chemistry and all that kind of stuff. And sometimes I think in films now, the lead male character has to be like a bit of a damp flannel, and and it's just a shame because I'm sure he could play sparky bouncing dialogue off her.
Yeah,
that's what you need. That's what builds chemistry, is like really sparky dialogue.
Especially that type of movie, like it usually starts off where the two don't get along and they're two separate type of people, and then they kind of like or bump into each other and abrasive, and then eventually they learn to work together, and then they fall in love and all that. But I think now with the modern political climate, it's kind of frowned upon for a dude to act like a jerk to a woman for like the first hour of a movie. No one's going to root for them to get together. Like he's an ass, you know?
Yeah, so instead of like building an interesting character that's slightly different and giving him some different character traits, it's like, let's just make him like a dork. Like,
Yeah, pretty much.
because there's definitely a way around that isn't like being a complete dick. Like, there's gotta be. There's gotta be. But like, the thing is though, I feel quite harsh saying that about Sandra Bullock and some of the others because, like, you know, we're watching Harrison Ford run around being CGI'd up to the max in the
Hollywood's
Indiana Jones
been
film.
real guilty of that for a long time, where they're like, here's a 60-year-old man and a 23-year-old woman, and you know, it's like,
yeah. It's interesting. Have you seen the film that's out at the moment with Jenna Ortega and Martin Freeman? Now, it's not. I don't know if it's out at the cinema yet, and it's not in the UK. But people are saying like, oh, it's very controversial. There's a big age gap. But the whole story is about the fact that I think she's the student and he's the professor. And I think that's the whole point, is that like we're supposed to think, if it's done well, I guess we're supposed to think that he's this predatory teacher. And then it turns out she's like the one who's kind of doing it. But then again, we're supposed to also think she's doing the running, but is she there's still the power dynamic and all this kind of thing. I don't know whether they can make this film and make it work, but people are getting really angry about the fact that there's a massive age difference between them. But also in the new Roadhouse movie, it's exactly the same age difference between Jake Gyllenhaal and the girl who is his love interest in that.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
I don't know, man.
We've had that for a long time with like even go back to Cary Grant movies. You know, he's
that's
one
true.
age and the women he's with are totally other age.
Hey,
Welcome back,
Roy, how's it
Larry.
going? Hey guys, how's it going? Sorry about that. This a lot of craziness I didn't know about what's going on. Man, I'm like super far behind in the chat, man.
Go ahead and get caught up. Let's do it. Let's let our peeps speak.
Right?
Tell us
Monroy, how's it going? The
what you wanted to
Burbs
talk
was
about.
good.
The
Oh,
Burbs
yeah,
is
that's
good.
right.
Yeah, I'm a Burbs
Bubba was in
fan.
that too.
I
See,
love
people are
this
still going.
neighborhood, man.
They're still
Fun
going
fact,
with
it's short for suburbs.
Kane was a better looking teenager, but he's dead. Yeah.
Yeah, Jay speaks the truth. I mean, you just gotta.
You can't argue with that, really.
You gotta tell it like it is, man.
Yeah,
I mean, you can argue as much.
right.
You can argue as much as you want, but it won't bring him back.
It might. Have we tried?
Well, you could dress up in your poltergeist gear, and we could.
Pull him out of the TV. Take it easy, Jason. Thanks for stopping by, man. You know, hopefully
Parenthood,
we'll get to
don't forget
the
Parenthood tonight on Jason's channel.
Yes, exactly. I need to make people moderators, man, so I can, so they can put like links and stuff to other people's channels,
Oh man, well, I think the free plan bitches thing is like a thing now.
Yeah.
Ooh, career opportunities in the possession. That's an odd double feature, but kind of awesome. Is that the Sam Neill, what's her name, Elizabeth Ajani, or who the hell it is? What's the old 1980s possession, or is it the new early thousands possession?
What's career opportunities? I mean,
that's with Jennifer Connelly.
Yeah, where they get locked in a Target all night. Was it Frank Whaley?
Is it the one where I keep seeing the gif of her on a little horse?
Yes.
Yeah. Once you've seen that, you grow some chest hair automatically, man or woman. It just happens when you see that picture.
Cameo by John Candy. So again,
I'll bring it all back together.
I have the same reaction to that as I would to the Jennifer Connelly gif.
It's a good point to point out. This episode, as per usual, is sponsored by Dick Pills. So.
Still waiting on the call, though.
Put the code owner on put 3 bland bitches on your in the promo code and get 25% off.
3 bland bitches.
3MB. No, that's not right. Not 3-man band. 3B.
3BB.
3BB. Yeah.
3BB.
Yeah, that's a t-shirt.
Get your three bland bitches now.
And trying to catch up here, man. I feel bad that I'm slacking, man. Slacking.
Yeah.
This is the quality that you get on this channel.
And
On this show here.
taking it easy, man.
God damn it, Jay. I think that's the first successful kidnapped children joke we've had on this channel. So good job, guys. Good job.
I don't think it was just all asylum.
We made it into 2 hours of one episode, and then in the second episode before we actually made a joke about kidnapped children. So good job, guys. We're there.
We're getting that's gonna be in the reviews. It's gonna be that Jay's comment right there.
It's gonna be in the trades. You're gonna see that in the trades. I got a whole page advert out for our next show.
Yeah, I agree, Kara. It was depressing. The runaway train, it killed the vibe.
I only know the song. I don't know the video, man.
It was just pictures of missing children, like the missing children poster, like when kids get kidnapped or whatever, like milk cartons or whatever. So it was just runaway train, and it was just all these children that are
literally
missing,
never coming back.
Yeah.
They're one way on a one-way track.
Oh man.
Never coming back, which is a rough.
They could have done with more Danny DeVito in that video in a white suit dancing around, and that would have been a lot better. Or some Billy Ocean.
Yes.
She just had all three of them in the back during that video.
Kathleen Turner just there going.
I think this was probably if talking about Cronenberg. We hope, unless hopefully not those children he's kidnapped. Yeah, we.
This would be one of those true documentaries that are on YouTube about like a YouTuber who incriminated themselves and on a live stream.
The strange case of Jay Harang.
Yeah. Was also in Jason. Yeah.
I remember that at the beginning. He gets killed by Jason, right?
Go Canada. Yeah.
We like it. The OBGYN of horror.
Yeah, we get it, man. Where's my Jason X? Where is he? Here he is. Here's my Jason X.
Nice. Hey, Queen Man's here. How's it going, Queen Man? Thanks for coming by.
I mean,
you've been here for a while.
Yeah, I was just thinking that probably everyone's gone.
Yeah, I know, right? I feel so bad, man.
I mean, you should. No, I'm joking. No.
Yep. Damn it, Larry.
Larry, you ruined it.
Next week is gonna be Don and Matt. I'll be.
No, man. It'll just be
timeout.
It'll be none of us. It'll just be the house party background and nobody.
Mm-hmm. No bland bitches. Welcome to Zero Bland Bitches.
I'm gonna get a mug with that on, man. I'm definitely gonna get that.
I'm gonna make a design of that, man. I got you.
It's gotta have like a sun on it, like like how they have like the little sun.
Two mugs, sun in the background, and that's it. I'm not giving any more of the design away because
they have to pay. They have to pay for the rest, or at least tune into episode 3 next week.
Yeah.
Over on Don's channel.
Yes.
Because next week, as we said last week, it's going to be a back and forth. So this week it's on my channel. Next week's going to be on Don's channel. So tune in for that. Hopefully Don will run this whole show a lot better than I'm doing today.
Oh,
no.
Stop.
Pinch your cheek.
He moved. He dodged. He zigged when he should have zagged.
When he should have zagged.
Oscar real quick.
We're going to tell you which is playing a grandma.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I saw Melissa Joan Hart was a grandma in something now.
Dang.
Sabrina. Sorry. Right. Okay. I read that wrong. Yeah.
That's how you know you're wrong, man. Or old. Sorry. That's how you know you're old when Sabrina the Teenage Witch is playing the grandma.
Yeah, and I can't even read it. I'm so old. What's that say? Read that to me, Don.
Don, what does that say down there?
Let me get my readers.
Everybody saying hi to everybody. Nice. Managed to get canceled 3 times now. Yeah, maybe 4 at this point, Nate.
Yeah, we're trying to get 2 cancellations per episode. We think that keeps us ahead of the game. We are the most canceled show on YouTube.
I put all my money in this as well.
Yes,
Yeah,
Matt's
I
investment.
put all my
invested a
crypto in
lot.
this.
My crypto, yeah.
I bought all the in-the-house NFTs that you told me about.
They're surging right now, guys.
Cat Dad coin now available.
Yeah. They're like eggs, and they have to hatch, and then they've got money in them, I believe. And oh man,
it looks like I am caught up, man.
I think you did. That's pretty amazing. It was record time. Luckily, it was mostly people just greeting each other, but still.
Yeah, I looked out. Thanks, guys, for just saying hi to each other and everything.
Yeah, we appreciate you all being cordial. It helps a lot.
I like that. I like that. I like cordial.
Mm-hmm.
It's much cordial is much nicer than cordial.
Now the big money is in
cordial is what we put with water to make like juice.
Like Tang.
Yeah, like Tang.
Cordial.
Cordial. Yeah, that's my English lesson there.
Nice. You heard it here, folks. You get English lessons here too. So
well, British lessons.
British lessons.
Yeah.
My mistake. There we go. We're gonna get another cancellation with that. Sorry.
Yeah,
you've alienated the whole British audience, or I have already.
We're gonna take some vitamins, and we're gonna park in a garage or a car park.
Parking lot.
Gonna put our trash in the bins.
Yeah,
put your rubbish in the bins. Come on, Larry.
It's rubbish, Larry.
Rubbish.
Give me a
rubbish. Sorry.
Thank you.
Just cancellation.
Mate. Bloody hell. Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Bloody hell, Governor.
I tip my bowler cap to you, sir.
Play some cricket and have some crumpets and scones and all that good old fucking bollocks.
I put on one time on Twitter, I'd said, I'm up late and I'm eating a biscuit sandwich. And my friend from across the pond was like, on behalf of everyone in the UK, what in the bloody hell is a biscuit sandwich?
Yeah, gravy and biscuits. That freaks us out, man. It's like
well, he later determined it was some sort of sausage in a scone. And I was like, oh, yeah, okay, gotcha, yeah.
He must be posh to call his bread a scone, because, like, a scone's like a sweet thing.
Yeah.
Sweet thing. Sweet
Thank
thing.
you.
Sweet thing. No, you made me blush, Dan. So, here's one, guys. I've been on a bit of a tear through the Three Musketeers films from the 70s and 80s. The Three Musketeers, the Four Musketeers, and the Musketeers
in space.
In space, Musketeers X.
Musketeers Electric Boogaloo.
The Return of Musketeers.
Oh.
The interesting thing about that, with the Oliver Reed and Christopher Lee and all those guys in it, is that the first 2 were made back to back, and they didn't tell them that it was 2 movies. They only paid them for 1.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Wow.
That's how they did it back then, man.
And I mentioned it because we are the Three Musketeers.
And the Three Amigos.
And the Three Amigos. Oh. My thrusting is off camera, thank God.
Yeah, we don't want to get canceled for a 5th time. We're trying to keep it.
I've got my PJs. I've got my PJs on because it's like 10 to 1. So I'm
finally made an appearance. Sorry, man.
No, it's like 1.
Man loves British lessons.
Mm-hmm. What do you guys think about My Bloody Valentine? I think it has some minor problems.
Minor?
Okay, good night, everybody. I'll see you later.
I think you're being a little picky. Wah, wah, wah. Canceled for a 7th time in episode 2. We've already.
It works well. It does have some minor issues. Just say the same joke twice. Just rephrase it.
Yeah, that's what I do. Just keep saying it over and over. Somebody eventually will be like, okay, we get it.
Mining.
I mean, in all seriousness, that's a great movie.
Yeah.
I feel like,
Manic
yeah.
Miner.
Sorry, Pat. Sorry, Matt. Or sorry, Nate. Yeah, we're canceled. That's it.
Canceled.
Show's over.
Sorry, guys. I apologize for that joke. It's very rare that people just have to apologize for jokes because they're not funny. Mostly it's because they're offensive or they really upset someone. Mine are just like, I'm really sorry, it wasn't very funny.
But that's the key, though. That's the you got to sell it like John Candy. You say boy, that My Bloody Valentine. It's got some minor issues, huh?
Yeah. I need to work on that. The delivery.
No, as for I mean, in all seriousness, I mean, My Bloody Valentine's really good. I rewatched it last year, and I'm surprised they didn't make any more. I mean,
That's it, isn't it? It could be well, it is. You see people dressed up as the
Harry Warden.
miner gun. Yeah, like you see that. It's still
Well,
it's
they
quite
remade
iconic,
it, right?
They
Yeah.
remade it, but I feel like when I watched it last year, I was like, how did this not get a sequel? You know?
Yeah, for sure. Especially because the character, the murderer or whatever, is so like the imagery is iconic. You know?
Yeah, and it's Canadian, but they're actually like not just having Canada as somewhere else. It's like one of the rare films where they actually are all Canadian, being Canadian in Canada in the
Mhm.
film.
Yeah.
It's really
not
odd.
It's not like Pittsburgh being shot in Canada, you know?
Yeah, or like
Yeah.
Toronto as Chicago or something.
Yeah.
What was Jason Jason Takes Manhattan? That was in Canada,
Toronto.
wasn't it?
Yeah, it was in Toronto also.
Oh, was
minus
it?
that
Okay.
one scene, minus the one scene that they shot in Times Square. They had
Just
it for
ran
one night.
around Edfest.
Yeah.
The camp. Yeah.
Like,
Okay,
okay,
so
there.
Basket Case is more in New York and on a fraction of the budget because obviously they probably to make that they probably didn't get any permits or anything at all. They just filmed it. Whereas like Jason, it was like we can't do it. We'll get caught.
Well, they also how much you're on the street compared to in a building, like Basket Case is a lot in an apartment and stuff. And then with Jason, they wanted him out, like, they wanted him by, the Empire State Building and by all the landmarks. And it's like, man, we can't afford the permits to have Jason Jason out floating around by, the Statue of Liberty or whatever.
Stood in the middle of Times Square going, rah!
Yeah.
Spinning around.
Well, see, it's like I guess it would be like the first Terminator, right? They shot a lot of that stuff on the run with no permits, right?
Yeah, that's kind of what they call stealing a shot. A lot of independent filmmakers steal shots. My favorite is in Ed Wood when they don't have any permits and they're outside shooting on the street and the cop runs by and they're just like, run! And they gather up the camera and they'll just run away like cowards.
Jokes every day. Not everyone will enjoy them every day, especially caveman jokes.
Yeah, guys, Instagram, if you're not familiar, he has a joke a day on his Instagram.
Nice.
I recommend it for folks. He's always it's like a little joke book mixed into your Instagram feed.
I'm still learning the Instagram thing. I only have one because I can't shut it down. I don't know how to. Like I set it up to put pictures of my dog, and then it turns out my wife already had one of those, and it was better than mine and very popular. So I was like, well, what do I do now? So I just put Matt and then my dog, and on into the title of it, and it means I can talk to you guys, I guess, but other than that, it serves no purpose.
I didn't even know that was you for like the first week you followed me. I'm like, whoever this person and this dog is seems to be very nice. And then I have Matt. Yeah, Matt.
Yeah. There was no branding.
Bug wall, make it easier on me or something.
Oh yeah, she's.
I mean, I have to say, it definitely makes it easier, Matt, because I remember when you and I first were chatting, it was email, so it was like,
yeah, that's true, man.
I was having to like go and actually check my email, because usually the email that I have there is like I check it every so often.
Yeah.
So once we
Yeah.
started chatting and stuff, I was checking it more and stuff like that. So but
It's
it's a lot
strange,
easier.
isn't it? Yeah. With some people, you connect in different ways, and you always do the one that you started off with.
Mhm.
And then occasionally you will shift, and I've shifted to what's it called? Instagram.
Yeah. That's one of the only issues with the social networking aspect of YouTube is there's no like private messenger, or there's no like way to communicate without being in the comments or whatever. So you kind of almost have to have Instagram as like a second tier to communicate for messaging and coordinating and stuff.
I guess if you want to do like WhatsApp or whatever, but I don't know.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
still,
but yes.
I
I'm
still
the
think
shit at all that stuff.
Yeah, Kick. We don't need that.
What's Kick?
KIK. It's like a
it's like a messenger app, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was a streaming thing. I thought that was like Twitch. I just thought everything that has like a movement in it is like a streaming thing. So like Kick, Twitch. Is the one called Jump, Smile, even I don't know. I was going to say
Twitch.
Grind. I was going to say
Yeah,
Grinder.
I was like, oh, was that 8
Yeah.
cancellations there?
8 cancellations and 3 years.
No, because they're all titles of things that movements is what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
Never mind.
That was a good episode. Did y'all ever check that one out? The Arsenio Hall and Jason was on there?
Yeah, he doesn't say anything.
Yeah, it's great.
Well, he wouldn't, would he? He wouldn't be like, "Hi, I'm Jason Voorhees. Nice to meet you."
Nice to meet you. My mom was killed and Jason won, and
Yeah, it was
I had a bag over my head in the second one.
It's quite difficult.
I was going through a difficult time. I had to grow up really quickly.
Yeah, I've changed a lot physically, emotionally.
Yeah. I have a lot of
Mainly
scars.
physically.
Oh, there you
Yeah,
go.
massive.
A mellow
There you
mutant just explains it. Yeah, they're breaking down the difference between kick and kick. We think you may be right, Matt.
Oh, really?
Okay. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm down.
Where am I at here?
Yeah, check me out on. I'm live streaming. I'm playing Sonic the Hedgehog on the Master System. Check me out on Kick.
See, there you go.
I'm on the Atari. I'm on the Atari 2600 playing Centipede. Let's go.
Yeah. I'm trying to
I'm
get past the third board on Pitfall.
I'm on Manic Miner. I think I just made that one up. That's not
I think you
game,
did.
is it? Yeah. It's the spin-off from my Bloody Valentine.
Bloody Valentine, yeah.
I was gonna say My Chemical Romance.
See, I haven't heard of that one that Kick, the new streaming site. I haven't heard of that.
Yeah, I
There you
only knew KIK. I didn't know KICK.
Come on, Cronenberg, get with it.
Man's gonna get us canceled, man. I'm telling you.
I think you can mention things. It doesn't automatically get you cancelled.
I don't know. We live in a very temperamental society these days. You're walking a fine line with every word you choose.
What he's saying.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Send me.
He's saying it. I'm not saying it. I'm totally.
So somebody send me a list of all the words I can't say because I'm so behind.
Then I would get canceled for sending it. You're not tricking me into that.
Yeah, I'd leak it. Onto
Yeah, Professor.
You won't believe
that whole threads thing, man.
What Night Owl Movie Talk sent me.
Look at this list of words.
Trigger words. Where's Gareth?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the whole threads thing is like, I'm just like, whatever. I created one and then I was like, oh, these people want to be your friend. I'm like, do they really? Or is it just you're going off of my Instagram? By the way, Milo, thanks for stopping by, man. I didn't get to properly say thanks for stopping by.
I know we didn't say hello to like about 15 people right at the beginning because we were talking about trains.
Yeah, train movies.
Train movies.
Mm-hmm.
Choo-choo.
I was gonna go somewhere totally wrong with that, but I'm not going
we weren't running a no.
Yeah, see something like that. There's a full 5 seconds. Yeah, I don't know, man. I have one and I barely put anything on it. I get
like
notifications. Twitter, yeah, that's pretty much.
Yeah. It's kind of like shingles and chicken pox. Like if you have Instagram, you already have the Threads virus in you. So,
Oh, is it a real? It's owned by the same people.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it takes from your friends list. It's basically just it's Twitter, except it's Instagram's version of Twitter. And once you sign up, it immediately will ask if you want to add all of your Instagram friends, so you can build a following very quickly instead of trying to rebuild it or whatever. But otherwise, it's exactly the same thing as Twitter. It's here's your
Zuckerberg
thoughts.
saying, "I'm going to beat that other guy." What's the other guy? Elon.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm gonna beat X to the punch. I have somebody scraping.
I
at the
call him
door.
Elon.
Give me 1 second, guys.
I hope
Larry's gonna run off on us again.
Not for long. Not for long. Yeah, it is. I believe
God.
so. I'll be right back.
That's what they all say. I'll be right back.
Exactly. This is the last time we ever saw Larry on this stream.
I've seen this movie before.
Mm-hmm.
But like most movies, I can't remember the names or any of the actors.
Scream.
What, you want me to scream, or that's the name of the movie?
Either or. Both work. Yeah, Guy, that's kind of what I was saying too, is that IG has sort of become the de facto way of communicating in between and coordinating and keeping track of advertising and stuff.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, that's definitely true. I mean, how else do you get like trailers and information on stuff? I mean, nowadays it's either some sort of.
It all makes me laugh. It's all they're just redoing Facebook, except in segments. Like everything that they make on a website has already existed on Facebook. It's like, well, you can post videos, you can post your thoughts, you can post your pictures, you can communicate. There's a messenger, But then they broke it all down, and it's like, here's just your thoughts. That's Twitter. And then they're like, here's just your pictures. That's Instagram. Here's just your videos. You know, it's like,
yeah, MSN Messenger, man. Let's get back to MSN.
Let's bring it back.
AOL.
AOL
or Yahoo Messenger, all that stuff.
Pneumonia's never used her IG. How do you know what people are eating for lunch?
Get with the times.
I started looking on IG, which I've just found out people call it IG.
Just now he found out. Just now when he read that.
Just found that out, right? Yeah, that's not
on this show.
I know, in front of us.
Great breaking news. So I'm on here, and I've just started following people, and it's amazing what pops up. So I followed some interesting characters. Do you want to hear some of the people I followed?
Yeah,
sure.
Okay, so Erica Eleniak, who is now covered in tattoos, which is fine.
Wow.
I was unaware of that.
Yeah. Or she was wearing like a shirt that looked like one of those fake shirt things.
What is it? The Hardy? The Hardy?
Ed Hardy?
Ed Hardy.
Eric Eleniak's got an Ed Hardy deal shop from 20 years ago.
Okay, I'm also see if you can guess who some of these people are, because they're a bit random. So George Hardy. You don't piss on hospitality.
Oh, you don't piss on hospitality from Troll 1 or 2? Troll 2?
2. Oh, 2.
Yeah.
Sorry, I pick 2 things up at you. Also, okay, Nick Benson.
What's that name sound familiar?
So he's a special effects guy for films like Society and all the Yuzna films.
Oh. Well, send him a DM and tell him how much I enjoy the face and the butt. Yeah.
Yeah. Butthead. Hey, Butthead.
Hey, Butthead.
Marguerite Moreau.
That name sounds familiar too.
Wet Hot American Summer. She's the one who licks face with Paul Rudd. Okay, keep going. Charles Fleischer.
Oh, Roger Rabbit.
Roger Rabbit, man.
Nice.
He does art. John Voight, because I was watching that film just before we came on.
Now is John Voight actually is he running his Instagram?
I don't know, man. He seems like they like hostage videos, so I don't know. Patty Mullen.
I know that name. That name sounds familiar.
Frankenhooker.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she let me down. I had tickets to see her, and then she just decided not to come to the UK.
Wow.
Let's see.
She
Mark-
gets all into it, man. Sorry to interrupt you, but
Oh, no.
she's totally. If you do get a chance, if she does go, definitely meet her. She's all about the fans, man.
Well,
That
I've
is
decided
really
I'm
cool.
not going to go to any conventions this year, even though the big one has got some really good people. But what I'm going to do this year is something different. I'm going to go to a haunted castle that does like a big scare overnight thing, and then me and my friend are going to do a road trip to Scotland, which is not that far away, and we're going to go to the set of The Wicker Man.
Oh wow!
Oh, no.
Yeah, we're not going to go to any conventions. We're going to do that instead.
Well, you don't really need to go to a convention because you've turned your Instagram into one.
That's true, man. I'm just following these people. I've got
in the back right corner is the guy who played the first Jason. You can buy his CD over there.
I've got CJ Graham, but I don't think I've got the first. Oh no, I have got first Jason. I've got Ari. What's it? Ari Lehman, is it?
Yeah. Yep. There you go.
I've got Sean Weiss.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. None of these people are following me. Like, I've
got message them and be like, "Hey, why aren't you following me?"
I've got Cookie Kwan. He's doing well for himself at the moment, winning lots of things. Short round.
Where the cookie crumbles.
I've got Tiffany Amber Thiessen, obviously.
Oh, obviously, that's a must.
Who doesn't have that?
Because Kelly. And I've got Barbara Crampton.
Oh yeah, I follow her. Yeah, she's a must.
Yeah, Tia Carrera.
Oh yeah.
They're just all. Oh, Brian O'Halloran from Clerks.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
And that's it so far.
And
you guys.
I befriended Jeremy London on Twitter a long time ago. He was just starting to get his account up, and he had less than 1,000 followers, so he needed friends. And apparently, he's a late night person like me. Like he would tweet at like 2 and 3 in the morning. So then one day I got the notification, "Oh, Jeremy London follows you," or whatever, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." So then one day on a Follow Friday, he's like, "I recommend you follow my good friend Dairyland Don." I was like, "Me and Jeremy London are good friends. Somebody call my ex-wife and rub it in her face."
Like you're a big part of your Five fan, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, Photoshop. Are you in a photo with him?
Yeah. Everybody wants to love like they want to love.
Closer to me.
Just imagine you and him singing that together.
The Nicolas Cage classic.
Not the bees. The bees.
You saying bees or beads? Beads.
Oh, the beads.
Beads. One of my favorite Arrested Development.
There you go. Just realized him play in the background. Yep.
And I'm the DJ guy. And the DJ guy isn't Martin Lawrence, is it? It's some other dude. I can't remember.
No, it is. It is Martin Lawrence.
Oh, is it Martin Lawrence? I forget. I've not seen him for a while.
I wonder if I can.
I think Martin Lawrence. Oh, nice! Look at that. Look how tall I am.
How short I am.
Wow, I'm actually taller than Matt. Nice.
Yeah, there we go.
Because I'm fairly short. That's why. So.
I've got my Pugfest.
There we go.
Oh, nice. Pugfest.
22. Nice.
This Pugwall 316 isn't really me. It's five of us.
That's the way Larry likes it. He wants the big Larry
on the tree.
Larry and his two bland bitches.
I'm gonna throw some stuff down at you, Don.
Miss Caveman.
Caveman.
Hey, how's it going? Thank you. And make sure you subscribe to Don as well and to Pugwall 316 as well. Awesome. Thank you for coming by and for the sub. Thank you so much.
Better than Miss Pac-Man, definitely.
Malibutin.
Everybody saying hi to Miss Caveman.
Okay.
All three singing too.
Ishmael.
Will you let him go? No, I will not let him go.
Let him go.
Never let him go. No.
Mamma mia, mamma mia.
The devil put aside.
Hey, Eric is here. Hey, two boys in his scary pops. Nice.
Like it. Hey, how's it going, Eric? How's it going?
Some cool people in the chat.
Yep, we bring in the good folks. I like that.
They like us like our blandness.
Yeah.
We're all wearing black as well.
3 bland goth bitches.
I heard it was slimming. You see, so
Yeah.
Yeah, I need that. Here, I'm gonna do a quick. I'm
you never see me
have
from.
I'm gonna have somebody make an appearance. 1 second.
Oh no! It better be a cat.
I'm allergic to cats, so it better not.
Oh no! Don't start sneezing. Don't start. Oh, there's Switch. There's Switch.
Sleepy.
Yeah, it's chilling right there. Yeah, she was scratching on the door, so I had to let her in. So
she's like 10 times bigger than us. She's huge. She's like the size of a house compared to us.
Is that a shark mandible? What do you have there?
Right there?
Yeah.
It's actually a
Star Wars, I think.
Yeah, it's a Star Wars. It's a candy dish of a Wampa.
Oh wow!
Nice. Wampa.
There was a great sale back when ThinkGeek was still around, so I got it for like $3.
So you got a snowman Star Wars universe candy dish.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Oh man, I've been inside the body of one of those, which sounds awful. Now I'm saying it out loud. There was a big prop, and you could have your picture taken inside the hollowed out. Yeah. That's good fun.
I'm learning how to use a mouse keyboard. Problem is, try to go to. Yeah, he's trying to buy stuff already, man. Got to be careful.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, payment turned off. Yeah, got to make sure. I know, because they're here tonight now, everyone. Thanks.
I think that deserves Don to go to do his patented.
Yeah.
There you go, Nate. That's all for you.
Thank God.
Although I'm a little I lost count, Don. Sorry.
I think we're on 5. It might
like
be
32.
And then and then I can't keep track of how many times you've been canceled. I lost
that one. It's been 7.
That's 7. Okay, yeah.
Larry, you mean Larry? Yeah.
This show has gotten canceled 7 times since we started.
Collective responsibility. I like that.
I take full responsibility for what everybody else is doing, even the chat, apparently. What movie cast villain from the 60s would you love to see across over the movie in the 80s?
Oh, thanks for the subscription, Ms. Caveman. That just came up on my movie cast villain from the 60s. So,
Don, do you want to take this one, or
who my favorite 60s villains are?
Christopher Lee.
What about that? Yeah, Christopher Lee's good.
I mean, he's done everything, man. Christopher
he
Lee
was around in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s too. He was in everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's done everything. Yeah. You know, he was a Sith Lord. He was a evil wizard. He was Dracula,
and he worked for the Secret Service as well in real life.
Well, and it wasn't that secret then.
Well, I found out.
Yeah, but you've clearance.
Only British
and he was
people.
A metal singer.
I've got clearance, Clarence.
Clarence. Roger.
What's your vector, Victor Crawley?
Roger. Can you make it, Abby, Johnny? Well, I can make a brooch. I can make a pterodactyl.
See, Jay earlier, he planted the seed with that airplane comment, and now here we are.
Did he make an airplane comment? I missed that.
Back full circle.
I guess.
He said he just said airplane. I don't know the context because I was like I was like going through but he put airplane in big letters, so I remember that, and I was like, oh, we brought it back to that. So Jay, if you're still here, man, good job.
I guess I picked the wrong day to quit reading the chat.
You know what's the funny thing about when I was younger, and he would say that joke that he would say, like, that's when I started developing my drinking problem.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I was like, I didn't understand that. I thought it was funny back then, but then now that I've gotten older, I'm like, drinking problem.
So good.
That's so good. that just hits so differently now. It's great.
Vincent Price would have been good in an 80s Bond. How about that? To answer that question.
Yeah.
He'd have been a good, because we had Telly Savalas, didn't we? We had Donald Pleasance. We had Christopher Lee in a Bond, I think. But we never had a Vincent Price in a Bond.
Hmm.
So there
No,
you
we
go.
haven't.
Wow.
We haven't that. Who was? I'm trying to think. Who was also a villain? Walken, wasn't Walken a villain in a Bond movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in the 80s though, wasn't he? He was in.
Yeah, was it he's Grace Jones is his henchman.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the Duran Duran movie.
Yeah. View to a Kill, right?
View to a Kill.
Yeah.
Great video for that, where Simon Le Bon's taking the photos and of them on the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who else. I don't know.
I would
man.
like to see Anthony Hopkins Anthony Perkins from Psycho, and then he would be turned loose in the hotel from Somewhere Over the Rainbow with all the little people from. So then you have Norman Bates just murdering midgets. I don't know. Did we get canceled on that?
What about if Anthony Perkins was Hannibal Lecter? That would have been good.
So now we just go all full barn. All the Anthonys. Just get them all in there.
Yeah, that's an interesting. Yeah, that would be an interesting one.
Or if he was Clarice Starling.
But there you go.
And he was dressed up as a
like both.
Like he was his mother, and just like his Psycho. Every film he does, he plays the lead male and the lead female.
I mean, I'm telling you, man. I would watch that.
Oh, he plays all three men in 3 Men and a Baby.
And the baby.
And the baby.
He played the Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito role in Twins.
Both Anthony Perkins and Perkins back together again.
That should just be the show, Perkins and Perkins, and he just like goes through life being two different Perkins.
He does the Danny DeVito one on his knees. He's like walking around on his knees.
Oh man, that's nuts. He plays a shark in Jaws, and he's Roy Scheider.
Yes,
and the boat.
Yeah, and we're gonna need a bigger me.
We're gonna need a bigger break.
We're gonna need a bigger Perkins.
Mm-hmm.
Simon, yeah.
Yep. He got us canceled. It's all Nate's fault.
Yep.
Yeah.
So thank you, Nate. Thank you for getting us canceled.
It's so easy.
Apparently.
It is. You really don't even have to try nowadays. You just it happens on its own.
That'd be interesting. Vincent Price in Blob remake.
Yeah, man. Vincent Price is one of my favorite actors of all time. So good. His mellifluous voice, very much like you two gentlemen.
Well, that's Don. Me, it's like
thank you.
I have an annoying voice.
That's not possible.
You hold the place together, Larry.
What are you talking about?
Glue guy. You're the glue guy.
The glue guy.
Well, you heard the reaction to my joke earlier on, Larry. So we need you.
It was a minor joke.
Really picking at it over and over, aren't we?
We weren't even talking about My Chemical Romance. My
again.
My Chemical Romance.
My bloody romance. My Chemical Valentine.
My Chemical Bromance is a good name for this show as well. Another alternative title.
Chemical Bromance.
Hashtag bromance.
Oh yes, I have it.
We're gonna switch things up a little.
Yeah.
Do you want to join in? So everybody that didn't see Switch before, anybody that's new, this is Switch. One of my babies. So she's making an appearance. She's just a camera. She needs the attention, man. That's why. She was down here. She was like, "Play with me," and I'm like, "I'm doing this right now." So now she wants everybody's attention now. So
three men and a cat.
3 men and a switch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
3
saw
men.
that, Macabro. I cannot wait. Oh, that's gonna be the next one, man. We're gonna have to take that and then put like our faces.
Yeah.
I'm the Ted Danson.
Yeah, of course.
And then we'll just put like a random, cat on the baby's head.
Man, I'm Gutenberg. I'm Gutenberg. I just realized. Oh man, I want to be Magnum. I want to be Tom Selleck, man. I want to be Magnum PI. Oh man, but it's clearly done.
Yeah, the stash, man.
Oh man, you son of a!
I can't wait for that. I can't wait.
I can't even draw. I can't even draw.
Like a baby Macabro. I would like us to be taking care of a baby Macabro, like a little evil supervillain. Yeah, exactly. And he's greetings and salutations.
The thing is, if I was Gutenberg, I have to learn to draw because all the way through that film, he's scrawling over everything, isn't he? He's scrawling over the walls, he's painting everybody, caricaturing everybody. I can't draw.
I don't think that's his hands. I think it's like cropped. It's like somebody else drawing.
I think it's a hand double.
We haven't seen him draw anything else. So yeah, I'm just saying.
Good point.
Yeah.
Good.
He doesn't draw in Short Circuit. He doesn't draw anything in Police Academy, and those are the 3 movies he made.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't draw anything in Cocoon.
No, he didn't. He swam a lot.
Two Lavantula, however it was, he did. Two
boats. He was a cop in what's that one movie? The kids Disney soccer movie. I can't remember, something the Green, or I can't remember what it's called.
Ladybugs? No, that's Rodney Dangerfield.
The Big Blue or Big Green?
Oh yeah, the Big Green. The Big Green.
I do remember it. I don't think I ever saw it. It was on cable a lot, but that was one I skipped by. It's like, why is Gutenberg playing soccer?
I think.
Oh, he was in Flipper 2, right?
Flipper 2.
No,
2 Flipper 2.
No, he was also in.
Furious.
Wasn't he also in Flipper, like one of the movies?
Oh, the dolphin, you mean?
Yeah, the dolphin Flipper.
Yeah, everybody knows Flipper.
Wasn't he? I thought he was like in Flipper. He was like one of the trainers or something. I can't remember.
Yeah, I mean, Free Willy.
No,
I'm just offering. No.
We're out doing the cancellations are outdoing the hard hands stuff.
I mean, I feel ashamed. I feel ashamed of that joke, to be honest. That's what I feel really bad about saying. I feel like I let myself down. I let you down.
No.
Free Willy jokes. That's no.
So now they're talking about the Vincent Price Toonie Terrors. Yeah, I saw that. I'm waiting for that. I think they are also going to do an Ultimate NECA figure for that too. I think I saw some prototype or something somewhere of that. So that's going to be pretty interesting. I want to get that. Can't wait to see that. I think he comes with a cat also, something like that. So I definitely want to pick that up.
I think I have some Toonie Terrors. I don't know which ones I've got. I've got Herbert West. I've got Elvira, and I've got Halloween 3. I thought I had a Vincent Price, but maybe I don't. Maybe I just dreamt it.
Big Bad. Okay, Leatherface. What a horror franchise.
Well, do you know a little light recommendation? The novelization of The Walking Dead that they did. The first 2 are really good, and obviously I like the comic as well. I did like the comic. I still do, I guess. It's really, really good. But the novelization makes the governor so much of a badass. So I think the governor versus Negan would be a good. I know they're from the same thing. It's not very exciting, but yeah.
No, actually, to be honest, even going back to the show, I really feel like I actually like in the show. I like the governor more than Negan. I feel like the governor's character was just so, man, he was insane. And
he's good
just,
he's good in the comic as well.
Yeah, it's just
I think the
he was
governor's arc was a little better. Like it was a longer and it was drawn out with the story of his daughter and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I think like the first three, there's like 3 good Negan episodes, like before when he, busts in Glenn's head and all that. But then like later on with when the whole thing where everybody claims they're Negan and we don't really know who is, like that little bit of business on that show was real good. But then he just kind of fizzles out when it's the whole thing with him trying to
make him into
Carl his son or whatever.
Yeah, like make him into like a kind of anti-hero rather than just a baddie.
Yeah. I went to Walker Stalker Con, which is a zombie convention in Chicago. And like every person there was dressed up as Negan. Like apparently they had the leather jacket and red scarf at home. So they were just like, I'm going to be Negan. So there was men, women, children, everywhere you look, there was some Negan
Baby
somewhere.
Negan.
Yeah,
baby
exactly.
Negans.
Cat Negans.
Cat Negans.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that show just...
What
was that?
No, I was just going to say the ghost comment from about 3 Men and a Baby. The urban legend,
the ghost kid that was like the cardboard cutout, right?
Yeah.
It's a shame that they debunked that.
They should have they should have left it to the grave, man. Like, oh man, there's a ghost there. Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like once the whole Negan story arc started happening, I know everybody was making a big deal before it actually got into it, and I saw that where he was bashing Glenn's head, and I was like, oh man, this is about to get real good.
Yeah,
and it just feel like I don't know, man. It wasn't the same. Now it's like all drawn out and everything. And so I never saw like the last whatever season. I just I think the last episode I saw is when Rick got taken off. He's an A or whatever.
Yeah, I think I started reading the comic as well. I think I just fizzled out with that as well. I used to read it every week. I used to get it from the comic shop.
Oh wow! I have the first. I think I have the first 2 volumes.
The massive compendium things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I had all of them I bought them each week, and then I got rid of all of those and just bought the massive fucking compendium things that were like the size of a brick. It's dead easy to read. Just like.
I got another question, guys. So, if you could have any actor, actress giving you a tour on a movie set of your film choice, what and who would you pick?
Ooh. So not Emmanuel, no. Boogie Nights, is that?
Can I interest you in a tour around this set?
Debbie does Dallas behind the
scene. Yeah, I'd have to say one of those 2 detectives from Hard Ticket to Hawaii. I would go with those.
On the day when they're doing the big explosion scene.
Here, I'll show you the giant snake.
I bet.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Gremlins 2 would be a good one to be behind the scenes on, I think. There's a lot going on in Gremlins 2.
Yeah. And then, if you run across, Christopher Lee, too, man.
But then who do you have show you around? Do you have Phoebe Cates show you around? Or Hulk Hogan? I like those twins. Those redheaded guys with the mustaches. Can I get them to show me around?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Get Joe Dante, and he'd just be like, I'm Joe Dante. And he'd be like, here, have a quick look. Right, now go.
Be in the background, but get out of here.
Do you ever listen to Joe Dante's podcast? He's always like about the guy introduces himself. I'm Josh Thingy, and he's like, and I'm Joe Dante. So, well, if you weren't, I would stop listening because you don't sound like you want to be here.
I'm just getting paid to be here.
And I'm Joe Dante.
Where's my check? It's like we keep having to cut that out. I don't know why he keeps asking for his check. He's gonna get it. No, what about you, Don? Is it the Hawaii one?
Yeah, I'd have to go hard ticket to Hawaii, or I want the Cyclops from Krull to show me around the disappearing kingdom that pops up and disappears. I'd like that.
Oh man, that's a good one.
Wingshauser to show me
I
around
want
the set of the
Wingshauser
Carpenter.
to show me around the Victorian home from the Carpenter, and then cut my arms off.
David Scott Freeman to show me around the Flight of the Navigator ship.
Nice. That's a good one. That's a good one.
I would like Dennis Quaid to show me around the inside of Martin Short from Inner Space.
No, Vernon Wells.
I wanna feel you from the inside.
No, man, get Vernon Wells to do it.
Oh,
no, I think
shoot you into Martin Short's body.
For me, it would be honestly, I would probably say, and this is probably one of those where it's like, I would want a tour of the Blade Runner set.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Either by I don't want to say Ridley because I feel like that would be too cliche.
Not Ryan Gosling, no.
Yeah, the 1982 set with Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He'd be like,
I think Rutger Hauer. A tour with Rutger Hauer. I think that would probably be my dream. Not Harrison Ford. I feel Harrison Ford would probably just be like, "Oh, this is the set."
Do you think Rutger Hauer would be more chatty?
Mm-hmm. I feel so.
Okay.
Plus, I would just pick his brain about stuff. Him or, honestly, reading an article. I read an article a while back about Edward James Olmos, how he basically created that character of Gaff. Like, he went to a linguist and he came up with a city speak and like this whole backstory. Like when he got to set, he told Ridley, "Okay, I'm going to tell you my whole Gaff's whole backstory and all this stuff." And so I would like to pick his brain about that too, if I ever get to meet him. But I think that would be also kind of cool, just somebody that's like. But I think Rutger would just have like, the Tears in the Rain speech, man. Just that alone, and just the way he plays that role, it's just so like, it's iconic.
Can you imagine if he were like, he wants to show you around the set of Blade Runner, and you were just only wanting to ask him about Hobo with a Shotgun? And he just get gradually more upset with you as he was.
So anyway, back to Fury. Was that a real sword or was it a rubber sword? Like, did you really have to be blind for that movie? Was it?
But those did you like context to not see like Jared Leto did in 2049? And then you probably go off and like, "Oh, how dare you."
Did C. Thomas Howell really eat your finger in The Hitcher, or was that a different finger? Or I have questions.
What was it like working with C. Thomas Howell?
Yeah, what was it like? Is he nice?
I think
was
nice.
That before or after Side Out? Did he talk about Side Out? Oh no.
Did he talk about The Outsiders?
Did you ask him what was it like to be Pony Boy?
Uh-huh.
What was it like working with Christy Swanson and Donald Sutherland?
Nice. That's a good one. Oh, how about a tour around the set of? I'm looking at my DVDs now. The set of Die Hard. Just like an old tower block. Bruce Willis showing you around. He's whinging and complaining and walking. You have to walk on glass, and he's just
I want to go to the set of Die Hard, but I want the guy that looks like Huey Lewis that pretends to be the front desk guy. I want him to show me around.
I want Argyle. Argyle would be a good
Argyle. Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Argyle
with the giant teddy bear. Argyle just carrying the giant teddy bear while he's
little bottle of liquor.
You get to punch. You get to punch.
The teddy bear.
No, oh yeah, that'd be cool. But the guy, Oh man, why's my Ellis? He gets punched.
Ellis.
Yeah.
You
Booby.
friggin' cokehead.
Booby.
Hans,
Booby.
Booby. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm your white knight.
Yeah.
Monroy,
He tries
thanks
to
for stopping
save
by,
him,
man. Good to
He's
see you,
like,
brother. Thanks for
they're on to
thanks for
Die
the
Hard. I
support.
need to go.
Yeah.
These shows always end up talking about Die Hard every episode.
Every episode, we work our way back to Die Hard.
Alan Rickman.
Yeah, man.
Kurt Russell. Oh, yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, be killing.
That would be a
You have
good one, too.
You have to bundle
Be
up.
cold, though. Be cold. You need a parka.
It was so cold that they left most of the props there, and it was only the last couple of years where a guy went and got them all and brought them to the UK, and now he shows people all the different props, some of the props that were left there. Yeah, they just fucked off, left everything.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that would be a really good one too, Mello. I don't know if I'd have Russell do it, and maybe I'd have Wilford Brimley.
Yeah,
that would be an interesting tour
on roller skates.
Yeah.
Yeah, TK Carter skating around,
listening to Stevie Wonder
in the snow.
Yeah. Oh, how about being on the set of Wild Wild West? You get to see a big mechanical spider.
You see a half spider. What's his name? Kenneth Branagh.
Yeah, you get to see some really weird jokes and sexual stuff that shouldn't be in a film targeted at kids. It's such a weird film. It is such a weird film. I could write a book about Wild Wild West and how weird it is.
Out of nowhere, giant friggin' spider.
Yeah.
Sandy sitting sideways and cardboard supporting like a gun stock folded. Half behind a curtain.
I'll have to watch my VHS of it again.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen that movie. I'd have to go back and watch. I mean, the first one is the best one.
Yeah,
the 3 men and a little lady.
Yeah, they come over to Britain, and it's. I saw them both as a birthday treat when I was a kid because they both came out around December, I think, in the UK. And they took my mum and dad took me to watch them because I was a weird kid, and I was like, I want to watch 3 Men and a Baby.
You don't want to watch an action film? No, 3 Men and a Baby.
Yeah, it is an action film.
Yeah, well, they're throwing the bottles right in that one scene.
Yeah, drug dealers and all kinds of stuff going on.
3 Men and a Little Lady it's an inferior film to King Ralph. I think King Ralph is a much better film in the same genre.
There's less John Goodman in 3 Men and a Little Lady. If it was 3 men and John Goodman, it'd be much better.
3 men, John Goodman, and a little lady.
3 men, John Goodman, and a little lady, and an Oscar.
3 good men.
I think you mean to say. And a line around the block for tickets.
And he plays like a little girl. He's got like pigtails and a little gingham dress on.
Yeah, Mellow. Yeah.
What do you guys think about the Flintstones movie?
The first one is great with him in it. Him and Rick Moranis. That was the best one. Definitely like that one.
Do you know that they got the guy to do all the effects from all the dinosaurs and everything? They got the guy from Jurassic Park, and then they scrapped 90% of them because they were too realistic, and brought in Jim Henson because they were watching the Dinosaurs TV show, and they were like, "Oh, we'll have some of that," and they completely changed. So that's why you've got a real mix of aesthetic in the because they needed it a little bit more light. Rather than like velociraptors tearing you apart.
Yeah, we didn't need Phil Tippett like killing everything inside, like in because that was it. That was the one who did that, right? Phil Tippett.
I think so. Yeah, I don't know. Was it Stan Winston? No, I don't know if it's Stan Winston. I don't know. But yeah, it was. I watched a little documentary about it. It was really interesting. The guy who directed it is like the world's biggest Flintstones fan. His whole house is like a shrine to the Flintstones.
Well, he's also the director of Jingle All the Way, right?
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I was on Garrett's channel. He was on that panel, and he was telling us that you need it's in my my one of my playlists for other content creators. Check it out. It was pretty cool. It was interesting. I wanted to ask him so much stuff, but I was like, I didn't know the etiquette, and I wanted to tell him like, what's it like working with Phil Hartman? And
He'd
was
be like, shut up, Gareth. Shut up and
Shut
let me
up,
speak.
Gareth.
Let me ask about stuff.
He was very man. He said a whole bunch of stuff that I did not know about about a bunch of those movies. I didn't know he did. Like I said, I learned there that he did the Flintstones, that he did some Scooby Doo films. That yeah, it's just I was just so surprised by all the knowledge that, or all the stuff that I learned from that interview or that.
Yeah, he's a
panel.
massive Flintstones guy.
Yeah, he had some cool stuff. He had an actual somebody made him like the Flintstone, like I guess Fred's car, and it had him in it. Like it's like I think it was like a 3D printed something or another, and then it had him in it with a shirt, and he shows it in that live stream that we did. Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was really interesting.
That does sound really good.
And we were just showing off like our toys, like some of our favorite stuff, and he had a ton of like interesting props and everything, and yeah, so definitely, even everybody in the chat, like definitely go and check that out on Gareth's channel, or even in one of my playlists. I have it there. Cool. So but yeah, I was saying that earlier. I kind of dipped out when I think that was the last episode I saw, was when Rick was gone already. I feel like after that, it's like, yeah,
we did a big detour back to right back to The Walking Dead, didn't we? We were
Governor Arc. Yeah, that was the best one. I'm trying to catch up with the chat. It's like, I'm batting 0 for 2 now, and keeping up with everybody.
47.
I'm trying to pass up the cancellations.
Almost there, man. Almost there.
I think we're.
Yeah, guys. I mean, I'm glad everybody showed up, man. I've got a lot of good questions and stuff. Watched every season. I would like Guillermo del Toro to show me. Oh, nice. That would be really cool.
Yeah.
I love the world created in that film.
I like. I think I would rather see the Pan's Labyrinth world than the Hellboy world, though, because that Pan's Labyrinth stuff is so surrealistic and crazy. Like every time I watch that movie, it feels like you're in a painting or something.
Yeah, it's like an art book that you'd have at a coffee table, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. All of his stuff is just so like beautifully shot, surreal. I mean, even I would like to see what it was like on the set of Shape of Water. That'd be nice too.
Yeah, I've not seen that movie.
That one's really good. I mean, minus the whole
fish film.
Yeah,
yeah.
Okay. Moving on.
Where's the merch store? Our merch store? Whose merch store? Nate, ours?
Three blind bitches.
ThreeBlindBitches.com.
Actually, it says, where's the mech store? So I think he wants us to be in giant robots. I think he's looking to purchase a giant robot that he could squash a city with.
What's the Stuart Gordon? What's the Stuart Gordon film where they're in big robots?
Oh, Robot Jocks?
Robot Jocks. There's the 3 of us in those big Robot Jocks things.
3 bland robot bitches.
Let's see. Oh, cool. Very nice. Subscribe to you.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, you wouldn't want Michelangelo. He'd be too. He'd just drain your bandwidth. You'd just be tired. He'd be showing you around.
You just don't want pizza. They're walking around like, here, have another pizza slice. I'm like, oh my god.
Like, all right, Mikey. Like, yeah.
That'd be pretty interesting. He'd drop some knowledge on you and drop some wisdom.
Yeah, man. Master
knowledge of
you'd learn a lot.
He'd be the Mr. Miyagi. That'd be another good one too. Pat Morita.
Yeah.
On Collision Course, on a Collision Course set. Nobody Collision Course with Pat Morita.
Pat Morita and Jay Leno.
And Jay Leno.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I can do with Jay Leno. Just
There's a buddy cop movie that we all need. Inner Space did not get enough love. Yeah, love the ooze out.
Martin Short is getting a lot of attention now. That people, I think, just didn't appreciate how funny he was until like years later.
Yeah, for sure. Inner Space is so much fun. Yeah, we're back to Inner Space. Everybody's loving Inner Space. See,
I was really just trying to think of the most creative set I could come up with. So Inside of Martin Short was the best one I could come up with off the head.
But I would have had Vernon Wells show me around. He probably wouldn't say anything because his character doesn't really say anything in that movie. He would probably just point and grunt.
There's
oh yes. I see what you meant, Vernon.
Yeah, that would be cool. What's the Andy Sedaris? Is it not Andy Sedaris? Sedaris, who did the How Ticket to Hawaii? What's he called? There's a box set of his films, like 5 or 6 of them, and it's only like $5 or something on Amazon at the moment. It's really good. It's got all of the classics.
King Gore, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, thank you, King Gore. I saw you pop up in the chat. It was nice to see you. It's granted that was probably like 2 hours ago, but
7:42. Oh, that's not too long ago.
No,
man,
okay.
I'm catching up.
It's 10 to 2 in the morning, man.
Holy cow, man! Yeah, we should probably wrap this up. We've already been doing this for over 2 hours, so. Yeah, guys. I mean, if y'all want to call it a night, hey, wait, hold on. We got Mikey's Mortgage here, man.
Live
Mikey.
A live Mikey. He's got a live Mikey.
Yeah. Mikey gets a yeah.
We're just getting started.
Yeah. No, I live in a small town, and I have to go get cold medication before all the places close for the night. So,
man, yeah. So yeah, we better wrap this up, man.
Yeah, we don't want Don to collapse while we're in lives.
While we're doing
right. You're the one who's gonna have to deal with me tomorrow when we're watching the new Flash, and I got look like a garbage pail kid with snot all over my face.
Be all grumpy and blame me and Larry.
I'm gonna totally.
He'll blame me because you're hosting, so he'll blame me.
This guy's fault right here. And I'm pointing at the switch. Yeah, exactly.
She's like, whatever. She's passed out.
Blame the cat.
Oh, no.
Well, guys, yeah. Everybody, thanks again for stopping by. Matt, what do you got coming up?
Well, Videodrome tomorrow with 2 handsome chaps. Sorry, guys, you've been
with Tom Selleck and Ted Danson themselves.
Can't wait to be scared poopless by
what time are we doing that? What time is that tomorrow? Anyways, Larry, you should know.
It's 10 my time, but I don't know what that is.
That should be. I think that's at
is it 3
or 4? Yeah, that's 3 for us. I think.
Yeah,
I'll go back and look.
Yeah, I was going to look right now, so I knew.
No, it's at 4.
It's at 4 Central, so 5 Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
It's important that you're there, and it's important that you're all there.
Yeah,
yes.
We want everyone there.
All of y'all come by. We'll be doing this over on Pugwell's channel, but we'll be doing Videodrome. So,
and this will be on Don's channel next week. So, In the House will be on yours channel, Don. Is that correct?
Yes. Join us next week at 5:30 for In the House at my house.
There's going to be cancellations all over the place.
Not as many.
Yeah.
Not as many. Yeah. Hopefully,
we'll try to get to an even 10 to close out the show.
I genuinely can't think of anything that we said that was particularly controversial.
No.
Because I can't remember it. I can't remember anything we said.
I'm going to edit all that out anyway later. So
murder a bunch of midgets, which is probably bad. But other than that, that's him though, not me.
Oh, you've said that twice now.
That's the M word or the Perkins word.
What? Anthony? What? Oh man, I'm lost.
We're back to Anthony Perkins. So Macabre will be there for Radiodrome.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the 1950s one.
The 1950 version.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else do you got going on, Don?
On Valentine's Day, I will be on Have Cheetah Will Travel, or is it Will Interview now? Patrick's channel. Have Cheetah Will Interview. I'm going to be interviewed on Valentine's Day. I will be his guest. If you wanted to learn more about me, at least through the eyes of Patrick. And tomorrow I will be part of a 3-man panel hosting a Videodrome on Matt's channel. So
What?
4 Central, 5 Eastern. I don't know if you've heard about it or not. It's
Here
part
on
of
this
Cronenberg season.
You've heard it here first.
You heard it here
Which
first.
is not part of Wings Week, but Wings Week may cross over into Cronenberg season.
Yeah.
So
Wings
adjust your
Week's
calendars accordingly.
Yeah. Due to popular demand, it's Wings Week's coming back.
Wings Week.
It never.
Everybody
ends.
needed 25% more wings, man. That's why.
Man. We didn't do once again. We didn't do. The 3 of us didn't do a Wings film though.
Well, 3 wings. We would just fly in a circle.
Mm-hmm.
Need a 4th wing.
Need a 4th wing to balance out the wings.
It might be difficult. I feel like I need to make you go to the chemist now. Sorry, pharmacist / drugstore or whatever it's called.
Yeah, you can hear me. You can watch me turn into a pumpkin. I'm slowly losing my voice as we go. My day clothes wearing off.
Scribbling, man.
See, there you go. So
guys, pray for Don.
Pray for Don that he makes it to tomorrow. That he gets his NyQuil. And guys, thank you so much for coming on, and everybody in the chat. Thanks for stopping by. I mean, it was a great,
There it is, the X. There it is, number 10, baby.
Yep. Thanks everybody for stopping by, and tune in next week. We'll be on Don's channel. So
we'll see you tomorrow at Matt's channel. We'll see you Valentine's Day at Patrick's. We'll see you back on my channel on next week.
So everybody have a good night. Have a great weekend. And thanks again, everybody, for coming by. Have a good night, everybody.
Green grass and high tides forever. Bye.